All right. Boy. I know y'all been waiting on this one, man. Know y'all been waiting on this one. I know a lot of people, gonna try to get through this one. Definitely thank y'all for joining my boxing live stream. I'm gonna do a little bit more of those. But I know that women's MMA needs to coach. And the coach is gonna be here. Okay? And the coach is never going away. It's three of y'all already in the house right now, guys. I'm gonna be your host of this. My name is Coach Shelton Harrison. There'll never be no comparison. You're live on the show. Sit back and have a listen. Okay? I'm gonna be your host tonight. Okay? We're probably looking to have, a good panel. And then that's it, We're gonna have a good show. The show is gonna be pretty good today, guys. It's gonna be a good show. Definitely gonna talk about a lot of different things. And folks, that's how it is. The Coach Shelton Harrison. There'll never be no comparison. Yeah. And let's see who we got up in the building, man. Let's see who we got up in the building. This thing finna get good. It's finna get raw. We finna get in. We finna go in. We finna talk about some topics tonight. And yes, we're also gonna talk about some of the men. Yeah. I'm gonna increase, me talking about the men more. I'm gonna talk about them maybe about 20% of the time. But I'm still going to give a majority of the love to the women because they just don't get enough, man. And there's nobody really truly pushing, like primarily specializing in pushing the women. I'm doing it, and I'm definitely single-handedly with the featherweight division. I know I'm promoting the featherweight division more than any other channel. Okay, any other channel that's doing MMA videos, the women's featherweight division is being pushed here. So. And I kind of laugh at some of the fighters when I tell them, hey, I want to interview you. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I don't know if I have time. What you mean you don't have time? Sure you have time. You got time to sit down and talk. It's your division. I mean, and my main man, Timmy Adams, is here. Okay, Timmy Adams is the first one in the chat, man. Timmy Adams in the building. Okay, we're going to see who else coming in the building, man. Lace Hatcher is in the building, okay? Yeah, Lace is in the house. Timmy's in the house. Lace is in the house. Who else? Who else name can I get the call right now so I can say that you in the house? Okay. I want to see how many people in the house that we have because I want to say your name. I want to get it out there. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk. Oh yeah. Oh, that lying Amanda Nunes, the liar. Yes, well, yes, we're talking about her. She's a liar. Okay, Nicco Montano opens up as a very big underdog, man. Like plus 360. Like, that's insane. That's insane. Like, it's like they're giving you like a 13% chance of winning, man. Wow. And then, Ketlin Vieira versus Tanya Evinger. Yep, that fight's going down, guys. Ketlin Vieira versus Tanya Evinger. Shout out to Tay Brown for giving me the poster and finding it for me. And also, Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier beats the living, knocked Eddie Alvarez out for that stupid game plan. Okay? TC Johnson is in the building. Okay? Yes, guys, we're filing in here slowly but surely, but we getting in here, guys, because this is home, okay? MMA, women's MMA. This is home, okay? And guys, we finna have some discussions. We're gonna get a good panel on. And hopefully Dennis Espinoza will come through and tell us some of the latest stuff. He's in charge of data and statisticians. I just gave that to Dennis Espinoza, man. That's my guy, man. Dennis Espinoza, definitely been helping me out here. Yeah, folks. So, give everybody a few more minutes. Give some of the panel, members to come on in. Looking to get on channel MMA with Jay. Hopefully she'll get on George Page. George is a regular. Hoping that they roll through. I think George Page is going to roll through. I see Alejandro Chavez is here, okay? He's in the house, okay? I'm going to give out a few more minutes of call-outs, guys, and we're going to get this thing cracking, okay? I don't need 50,000 people, okay? I just need 2 or 3. We can get it cracking, but, there it is, man. I see my boy Murga. Murga's in the house, man. I call him Alejandro Chavez Murder because he be murdering dudes in the comments section, man. Okay? That's what it is, man. That's what it is. But, folks, I think it's time to go ahead and get this party started, okay? I tell you what, you guys, I'll let you guys tell me, okay, what do you want to start with first, okay? And that's gonna come from the comment section, okay? What do you want to start with first, okay? We got, the Nunes Cyborg saga. We got the Valentina and Nicco saga. We got, Jose Aldo, got Jose Aldo with that vicious body shot. We got a Dustin Poirier knocking out Eddie Alvarez, and we got Ketlin and Tanya. Okay, Lace Hatcher said Aldo. Okay, okay. Well, guys, we're gonna start with Jose Aldo. Okay, and that vicious body shot. So we're gonna go ahead and get the talking, man. It's time. It's time. Okay, let's cut the music. Let's cut the music and appreciate everybody coming in live. Guys, it's gonna be lit. And when the combat panel starts to roll in, we'll get those guys and ladies in too. Okay. Okay, guys. So here's the thing, man. Everybody thought that Jose Aldo. Okay. Everybody thought that Jose Aldo was done. They thought he was over the hill. I still don't understand how can anybody think that this guy's over the hill when he's only 31. And that baffles me. People always saying, yeah, Jose Aldo is a warrior. Man, he's been around for a long time. The dude's only 31 years old, man. Jose Aldo is young, okay? 31 in MMA is very young, okay? It's very young. And yes, TC, I agree. I agree with that, TC Johnson. Somebody is calling the coach. Okay, hold on, guys. On the coach's secret phone. Okay, General Africa has called the coach on the coach's phone. Okay, General Africa is on the phone live with the coach. General Africa, yes, sir. Okay, what's going on, man? We are live, General Africa. He's on the phone with the coach. Yeah, probably. I don't know. Maybe very, very faintly because you're on my phone and I'm on my microphone, so don't know. Yeah, I'm sending invites. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Later. Okay, guys. That was General Africa. Called the coach's phone, and the coach picked up the phone, and General Africa was on the line, and General Africa is coming into the live stream at this time. Okay. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be a great thing, man. The general is gonna be here. Okay. On the combat panel. Okay. General Africa. Awaken will be joining us. Okay. Let's talk about Jose Aldo. People thought that Jose Aldo, okay, he's only 31. He's only 31. Okay, Jose Aldo is only 31 years old. The guy still has it, okay? And see, you know what? He was working very hard at the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy. And I think that paid off. That paid off for Jose Aldo. It paid off quickly because they helped him. Robert Garcia is an expert. He's a specialist on working the body. Yeah, Robert Garcia, he's a specialist in working on the body. So I know for a fact, man, that Jose Aldo had been working on that body shot. And I tell you what, man, that was probably one of the most vicious body shots in MMA that I've ever seen. Okay, I mean it was vicious. I mean you heard that thing echo, you heard it echo, all throughout the arena. I'm talking about, man, that body shot was intense. Okay, it was intense. And Jeremy Stevens felt every bit of that, man. I'm talking about Jose Aldo got leverage on that body shot. Leverage on the body shot. And man, he rotated his hips through that body shot. Okay? Oh, MMA with Jay. Channel MMA with Jay is in the building. Jay, let me know if you're ready. Because, man, definitely want your thoughts. I'm trying to get a full panel so we can get on this tonight. Well, I'll let you just turn it down. Let me see. If you turn it down, that's fine. I don't get mad. I don't get mad at nothing. Okay, channel MMA with Jay. Okay, links have been sent. Okay, the General Africa is gonna be in the building. Okay, yeah, he do look kind of old. He look weather beaten. Like he been a fisherman. He looked like he been a fisherman. One of them old guys, man, is sitting around there. Leon Dubbison, see you in the building, man. Y'all, you can look at the screen and see this body shot. This body shot was vicious, man. And I'm talking about it was so vicious, man, that it's like Jeremy Stevens, man. I mean, he grimaced, man. And a lot of times when somebody get hit with a body shot, they can play it off. Like they can literally play it off like it didn't hurt, but nah, man, nah. I knew Jeremy Stevens was
Hey,
done. Let me see who we got over here. Who we got over here?
I'm
Okay.
in here, coach. What's going on?
What's going on? Channel MMA with Jay. She laughing. What's going on? What's going
Th-
on, girl?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for having me on the chat. Thanks for having me on the stream. Yeah, good night of fights last night. I was up late trying to post some videos and get everything going, but got up early, got everything done just so that I can make sure to get on the live stream with you. So thanks for having me on. Just so everybody knows, I'm Channel MMA with Jay. That's my channel on YouTube, and my name is Jay. So hoping to get a good chat in with MMA right now.
Yeah, and guys, don't forget now. Don't forget to go subscribe. Okay, she's one of those channels, man. She got a lot of good stuff going. And I know you got I know you got like a huge day job. But, you seem like you're a very busy person. So I know you work a lot. But girl, you about to blow up. You about to blow up in about 12 months time. You finna be huge,
Thank
huge.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
man.
Yeah, the day job is just a job, but this here is a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. So
Okay. Well, Channel MMA with Jay. And guys, we got the legendary General Africa. The legendary General Africa is in the building. The General was just on the coach's live phone on the live stream. General Africa, how you doing?
I'm good, man. Hey, what's up, Coach? Thanks for having me on. What's going on, everybody? Who we got in here?
Hey, we
We
got
got
Channel MMA with Jay.
what's
hey,
good?
what's up, Africa man? I
How you
want to
doing?
subscribe to your channel. I like you always dropping some deep knowledge on your channel.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna sub to you too. I'm glad that you're on with us. I'm glad that you're on with us. Y'all go
Thank you.
subscribe, man. Real talk.
Yeah, go
Thank
subscribe,
you.
man. We got to get this in. Okay, TC Johnson
Yes,
is
man.
in the building. And guys, okay, TC put it out here, already put it out there. Anybody start trying to hijack the comment thread, you out. Okay? And I'm gonna trust his judgment, and if it's any of my LDBC brothers, I'll bring them back, But so pretty much TC Johnson is the man. He's running the comment thread. So yeah, y'all got it.
Wrench gang in the building.
The Wrench Gang is in the building, boy. Y'all finna be dead in the water, buddy. All right. So guys, let's get this thing cracking, man. That body shot, man. That vicious body shot. Lace Hatcher wanted us to talk about Jose Aldo first. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, you
I
got it.
heard that body shot all the way in ATL over here, man. I heard that two body shots basically. Um, I underestimated Jose Aldo. I thought he was out of the game a little bit. I thought his confidence was shook, but he came out there and looked literally like a veteran. I mean, body shot KOs. I know it wasn't a KO, but it was clean to the body and it hurt Jeremy Stevens. That type of move is just veteran. It's so veteran. I appreciated what happened last night. I mean, I didn't pick him to win. I thought Jeremy Stevens was going to go out there and get the work in and get the work done, but gotta appreciate Jose Aldo. Gotta appreciate it. You could tell he wanted it.
General, man, come on, your thoughts, brother. I got to hear what the general got to say.
Coach, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I mean, Jose Aldo. I mean, I'm looking at the highlights right here. The dude was crunched over, man. One thing about Jose Aldo, I haven't really followed the men's MMA as much. I haven't followed as much, and I know, did he fight McGregor?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, that dude got knocked out in seconds.
Yeah. But I'm looking at him right here, and it's like the dude he wasn't protecting himself. The guy, Jose Aldo just overwhelmed him, man, and the ref had to stop the fight. He hit him with that body shot and crumpled him. That is a veteran move. It is. Whenever I see a body shot knockout like that, or well, that was technically a body shot that led to the knockout. It basically was a body shot knockout. It really just goes to show that, like, okay, this guy is he works on his craft and he works on his technique. And I'm looking at him right now, and it's just like I don't even have a connection with him like that. But emotionally, I'm like, wow, this dude has really come a long way. And you can tell that he's really he laid it out. He laid it all out on the line. And this is proof that you can bounce back. It's proof that you can bounce back. But definitely, he showcased veteran skills, and like we were talking about earlier, he's young. He's like, what, 31, coach? So he still has, if he keeps on, if he makes sure that he protects himself and doesn't take too much punishment, I can definitely see him fighting for a few more years. He just has to keep on improvement, man. Yeah, that body shot was wicked.
Yeah. Look, that
You keep
thing,
looking at it, huh? That body shot
Yeah.
was
that
wicked.
that thing sounded like that. Like it echoed across the arena, man. You heard it, man. And I like Stevens. He just I don't know. See, Stevens was winning at first. I thought Stevens had the upper hand because he was catching Jose. And I was like, dang, dude, you did all that work at the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy. Why you not, moving? Why you not bobbing? And then as soon as I said, he started doing it. He started moving. He started slipping the punches. He started rolling punches. And then he came back with a body shot, man. That body shot, like he hit him with a right hook to the body. Then he hit him with a hook to the body. And man, that was it. That was all she wrote. I said, God, dog, boy, he dropped him like he was a prize fighter, man. Because in MMA, it's like the body shot is the most neglected thing that a lot of fighters they really don't specialize. Like everybody's trying to be a headhunter, or everybody want to kick your leg, kick your legs to death, but nobody really wants to target the body. As much, it's a lot of fighters I see that don't try to do that. But man, man, boy, that's how you deliver a body shot. I'm talking about he set it up, he got leverage on it, and then he rotated right through those shots, man. I said, God, dog, God.
Yeah. And what I liked about Jose Aldo, I call him Jose Aldo,
Mm.
is that he basically because Jeremy Stevens was lighting him up. He really was. It looked like he was about to get a really early finish on Jose, but the thing is, Jeremy Stevens threw the kitchen sink at that guy. He literally threw everything that he had at him, all types of haymakers, and they were landing. And Jose Aldo just walked through them as if it was nothing, as if it was a walk in the park on a windy day. He was just walking through like no problem. And you could just see Jeremy Stevens' eyes die. Like he looked like, oh my gosh, I'm in a fight. Like I'm in a fight with the Jose Aldo, not the broken down fighter. I'm in a fight with old school. I might catch a flying knee right now to the head. I could see it in his eyes. He just melted. He literally melted right there. And then he started backing up. And then Jose Aldo started coming forward. I mean, I actually couldn't believe that Jose Aldo came back like that. Typically, I don't know. I think a Max Holloway probably would have finished him. But Jeremy Stevens just, hello? Jeremy Stevens just basically it was just mental weakness, to be
I'm sorry,
honest.
that was me.
Well, it's all good. It was just mental weakness from Jeremy
What were
Stevens.
we
You could
saying?
see it.
Something unexpected.
Okay. Oh, just mute yourself then till you I'm trying. Okay. All right. I think he muted himself. All right. Go ahead now. Just finish your thought.
Yeah, no, I was just saying that it was just mental weakness from Jeremy Stevens a little bit. You just saw him melt. You just saw him literally melt. As soon as Jose Aldo turned up the heat, Jeremy Stevens just melted and he went back to being the old Jeremy Stevens back in the day who was like, oh, I'm supposed to knock you out with that punch. And since I can't, I guess I'm going to lose this fight.
Yeah, Jeremy Stevens talk a whole lot of junk that his ass can't cash. I'm telling my boy, he talked some noise, man. And from the way he was talking, man, he was talking like, man, he finna go in here and run right through Jose Aldo. But man, Jose took them shots, man. Then I think it shocked him that Jose started banging back. Like when he had him hurt and he was against the fence, shoot, Jose Aldo was like, no, I ain't going out like this. He started just going. He started swinging for the fences, man. He started
Yeah,
swinging
and
for
his
the
eyes were
fences.
looking clear. Jose Aldo's eyes looked clear. They didn't look like he was out of the fight at all.
Yeah, man. And you can tell the referee was he was in position. He was trying to, like he wanted to stop it. And then Jose Aldo started letting them hands go, man. I said, God, dog. I said, this dude just don't know when to quit. He too stupid for his own good, you know?
Yeah, and you say he trains with you say he trains with boxers?
Yeah, well, he trained at the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy. And Robert Garcia is, he's pretty much a world-renowned trainer, and it's in the world of boxing. And, we also, here on this channel, we deal with that madness too. So I recommend don't deal with that madness
Okay.
if you don't have to. But yeah, Robert Garcia.
Okay, that must have been those body shots then, because it was like Fight IQ went digital at that point. Like for me, I feel like if you were like you're taking a barrage of punches all of a sudden, you're just punches are coming, and then you're like, you know what, I'm gonna fight back. Typically, a person who doesn't have fight IQ would think to do some head hunting, or old school Jose Aldo would have chopped the leg. Old school Jose Aldo would have chopped the leg, but he didn't. It was like an evolved. He just went for the body. I was shocked. I was literally shocked
Yeah,
by them body shots.
he spent about 5 or 6 months down at the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy. He spent, and that's what they specialize. They specialize in body shots. That's what they do. I mean, his brother Mikey Garcia just beat Robert Easter Jr. last night. I mean, I'm telling you, boy, that body shot was a thing. I actually thought he was boxing, man. That was a thing of beauty, man. And Jeremy Stevens, he ain't had no defense for that. He didn't even see it coming, really. He really didn't. He was too busy head hunting, man. And then Jose Aldo slipped one of those head punches, and he came back under with the uppercut. And there it is, there it is. I'm just like, man, it's crazy, crazy. No worries, no worries. Well, they lighten you up tonight, man. All right, yeah. But man, so what do you think now? Because see, people had written Jose Aldo off. They don't wrote this dude off. Pretty much said that he's done. He need to retire. He need to go join the Gilbert Melendez's of the world. You know what's next for Jose Aldo?
Hmm. Jose Aldo needs to so he's lost to the champ twice, and the champ is now, out on sick leave. I'm not sure what's next for Jose Aldo, to be honest, because he's already saying some things that makes me suspicious. He's saying that he is close to the end.
Mm.
He said that in his interview before the Jeremy Stevens fight. So it's like it's certain words you can't really take back. You know what I mean? It's like once you start saying it, I should be able to say it. It's fair game at that point. So to me, Jose Aldo needs to maybe take a couple of legacy fights and call it quits. He is getting that. I'm telling you, Jose Aldo has not been the same since Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor knocked the sense out of that man. Literally knocked the sense out of him. He has not been the same since. He's speaking English. Jose Aldo never used to speak English. Never. And now he's like speaking English. I'm like, okay, wow. You figured it out a little bit late in the game. And the thing is, he already has so many fights under his record. It's just tough for me to see him making a run. I can't see him beating Max Holloway. I cannot see him beating Brian Ortega.
Nah, he done already lost to Max Holloway twice. He ain't beating him.
Yeah, he's not going to be. That's what I'm saying. He can't beat that guy, and he can't beat Brian Ortega. Now, if there's a fight, okay, I'll say Brian Ortega, or I would like to see him. To be honest, I don't know. He's just fought everybody already. He's already fought Cub, and then the young guys. It's like they need to work their way up to a Jose Aldo. The only person for him is Brian Ortega, to be honest.
Wow, yeah, Brian Ortega gonna smoke that dude. Shout out. Okay, who in the comment thread? Let's see who we got here that's checking us out. Okay, guys. Hopefully, it's like people getting their notifications, but I have a lot of people that never get them, but it's YouTube. So
yeah, I didn't get mine. Actually didn't get mine. I have been listening. I was listening since the boxing one, like off and on, and then the boxing went off. Then I said, okay, I guess I'll get the notification for the MMA one, and it never came through.
Nah, man. Reggie the Tree. What's up? And say I was trying to get it in quick because I spent 12 hours, boy, training, working out athletes. So now, it's time. It's time. It's time to get in and relax. And this is relaxing to me.
You're a hard worker, man. Very hard worker.
All I do, 15 hours a day, most of the time.
So somebody threw out a fight. They said Jose versus Mendez 3.
Yeah, that I was just about to say that. That was Benji.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I was like, yeah, Benji was just saying versus Chad Mendez. I don't know him. What do you guys think about that?
Oh, I know Chad
Mendez looked good.
Is he
in that last fight?
What about Frankie Edgar? Because I'm here. I'm still learning with the men, and I'm looking at Frankie Edgar, and I'm just looking at last 3 fights because they got that on here. He beat Cub Swanson, lost to Brian Ortega, and beat a guy by the name of Yair Rodriguez. He's ranked. Frankie Edgar's ranked below. He's ranked 3rd, right? So Jose Aldo's 2nd, Brian Ortega's 1st, and I guess Max Holloway's the champion.
See, he beat Mendez twice, though. I don't want to see him fight Mendez anymore.
That's the thing. Mendez looked good coming back, but I don't want to see. Go ahead, Coach. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I was done.
Yeah, I don't want to see that Mendez fight because Mendez did lose to him twice. What I was going to say was for General Africa, the Frankie Edgar fight. So if you go back a little bit, Frankie Edgar lost to Jose Aldo at UFC 200. And it was kind of a boring fight, to be honest. It was just a leg kicking battle. and Jose was just using a lot of footwork, and it just was. I could see it again. To be honest, I could see it again. You know what? To be honest, a lot of these matchups sound good. Like the Mendez, it sounds good, but then when you think about it, you're like, Jose's already been there. He's already beat this guy. Jose's already beat Frankie Edgar. And then somebody else they put Ortega, and it's like, Ortega is gonna he's gonna T City. He's gonna put him in a triangle. One of his mini triangles. He's gonna put him in a triangle. So I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But Frankie Edgar probably might be the guy who he fights next. Now that I think about it, it might be Frankie Edgar.
Oh, this is the same Frankie Edgar that Brian Ortega uppercutted into the next dimension.
Yeah.
He uppercutted that dude. Look, Frankie Edgar, he uppercutted Frankie Edgar off his damn feet. Like for real. Like that was a brutal knockout. That was brutal, man.
Yeah, he lifted him up, lifted him straight up, and sat him down to the canvas.
Dog, he gave him an Alistair Overeem. I said, God, dog, man.
What do you what do you guys think about him? I don't know how often they do this with the men in the UFC, but what do you think about he's 31, so the weight cutting probably it wouldn't be a huge issue. Could he go down and maybe try and do a some type of money fight? I mean, if he's thinking about retiring soon and it doesn't look like, and maybe he's psychologically he's kind of thinking some of the things we're thinking about the fights available to him at this weight class. What about fighting Cody Garbrandt or TJ Dillashaw at 135? Well, it looks like they're slated to fight each other, but maybe after that, I don't know. No, yeah, like do you think that could work for him? Because if he went up against like a guy like Khabib or something, he'd probably get destroyed, wouldn't he?
I think he'd get destroyed. Yeah. I like that thought though. I would love to see that fight. I would love to see him fight TJ Dillashaw. I didn't think about it because I just never saw him making the weight because he looks like a Popeye. Like he looks big for the weight class, but then Conor looked way bigger than him. And we know Conor was sucked out at 145. But I don't know if Jose can make 135, but if he wanted to do it, he is still only 31. If he wanted to do that, I would love to see that fight. That's a super fight. Yeah, that's a super fight.
Yeah, well, but TJ Dillashaw, sorry, that's Dana White's boy. So you if you don't fight him, then you don't get anything. You don't get any privileges, so you don't get to do anything. So yeah, they can book that fight, but how many times it's Cody Garbrandt and TJ Dillashaw, they're gonna be in the same sentence together. I can't wait till they fight. They need to hurry and get it out the way. I'm sick of listening to him. I'm sick of it. Look, bring me Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson. I don't know, but I'm sick. I just want to see who's gonna be the winner because this fight been brewing. These two don't like each other. They can't stand each other. So okay, let's get this fight going. I want to see. I want to see who the best is between these two. I gotta see it. Gotta see it.
Yeah, me too. I'm a big time TJ Dillashaw fan, so I want to see it. I hope Dillashaw does not get clipped like he did the last time, and that he gets a nice solid win. But yeah, this is gonna be an exciting fight. It's gonna be an exciting fight. But I'll tell you this, Coach. After this fight, there's gonna be another fight. You know that.
Yeah, if it makes dollars in Dana White's head, it's gonna make sense. Mr.
Right.
McLean is the man. Okay, Rugby Queen is in the building. George
Rugby
Page
Queen
will be joining us shortly. I sent out the rest of the links, so George Page will be in the building, and then hopefully Dennis Espinoza will run through, and he will make that legendary trip up the hall to deliver some top information that only Dennis Espinoza can bring to the table. Okay, got everything here.
quick question, Coach. You guys gonna be on for a minute, right?
I got what?
You guys this live stream is gonna be on for a little bit. I gotta make a run to my cousin's house right quick. I'm gonna be in the chat. I'm gonna come back though. I gotta get this. I gotta get in, especially when we get to the women.
Do what you do when we do it.
All right, I'll be in the chat, guys. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, TC said, Coach, all your guests at the same time volume and you are a lot lower. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah, this hat. Well, I don't know. It says it's pretty loud. Let's see. Let's check. Yeah, can y'all hear me?
It's the Ford Summer Sales
The
Event,
heck
and
is
now
this?
is
A
the best
commercial?
time to buy.
You ready for this, Junior?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I think I can handle it.
No pressure.
Hold on.
That's just my
No
favorite.
pressure. Oh, damn commercial. Okay, well, I'm not even getting paid for that commercial. All right, can you guys hear me, ladies and gentlemen? I'm checking. Microphone check. Hey, can y'all hear me on the panel?
On the panel, I can hear you here, but
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
can
sure.
hear
Okay. In the comments section, okay? Just somebody give me yeah, just say yeah. Just say something. Uh, okay. TC Johnson said yep. Arpit Singh said yep. Who all gonna say yep? I think they all gonna say yep. Okay. Now Leon Dubinson is gonna make a cup of tea. Okay. Hey, listen, don't put no Juan Manuel Marquez piss in that tea, man. Okay. You hear me? I'll give you some Coach Shelton Harrison holy water to help you. All right. Okay. So I guess that's what we want. Okay, we Guitar Babe. Did you watch the fight with Jose Aldo and Jeremy Stevens?
I went back to rewatch it. Yeah,
Okay. What did you think of that brutal, vicious body shot knockout?
I call that a body shot from hell. That was, I mean, Jeremy Stevens tried to hide it, but he could not. It was like after he hit him, he kind of backed up a little bit, and then he just folded up. and was like, "Ow!"
I thought he was about to take his liver and it was about to come out of his ass. I
You
thought that
saw
liver,
it. You could see it in his face how much that hurt.
man, that
He
body
was
shot.
just like, "Oh."
Wow. Yeah, it was intense. It was an intense body shot. Okay. Okay. So we talked about Jose Aldo's future. We talked about that. Comment section. What do y'all want us to drive in? What do you guys want us to touch on now? Okay. George Page, the link has been sent to you, Mr. George Page. TJ347 is in the comment thread, and he is going to not like the fact that I'm going to end with more Amanda Nunes information. He's going to be upset with that. He's an Amanda Nunes fan, and he loves Claudia Gadelia. Okay? Hey, TJ, nobody's hating on Amanda. We just going to kick facts. We just going to kick facts that your girl is a coward. Okay, but who do y'all want us to talk about next? Comment section. Okay, we got Poirier and Eddie Alvarez, Shevchenko, Nicco. We got Ketlin Vieira versus Tanya Evinger, and of course we got Amanda Nunes and Chris Cyborg. The drama continues. Okay, Willie versus Teal. Is that on the menu?
Yeah, that's on the menu. Well, it's not
Okay.
on this menu, but that fight is made.
Okay. All right. We can go ahead. We'll get into that. We got a little bit of time. Okay. We got a little bit of time. All right. Willie versus Teal. All right. Okay. MMA with Jay. Channel MMA with Jay. Let's go.
They stripped Colby Covington. He's getting stripped.
Yes. I mean, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Colby's getting stripped. So, yeah, that's probably the best part of it. I understand that the welterweight division right now, it's stacked, but this is a strange fight to put together. Darren Till, who literally in his last fight threw 3 strikes in his last fight, he literally only threw 3 strikes in a 5-round fight. And then he missed weight by 7, 8, 9. You counted how many pounds. I was shocked that it was Darren Till who got the tap. I'm really shocked that it was Darren Till who's stepping up for it. But anything to get Colby Covington out of this fake belt, it's just, I'm happy with it. I'll take that. Just, yeah, having him walk around saying that, he's going to do this with Trump and do that with Trump. It's like, okay, you know what? It's fine. You've been stripped of the belt. You go do whatever you want to do with Trump, and we're going to carry on with MMA over here. It's at the end of the day, it's a sport. We're having a good time with it. This guy just kind of took it to another level. So, not that to be honest, I like Tyron Woodley. He does dumb things.
Yeah.
He always speaks in a way that does not connect necessarily, but he is a good fighter. You can expect a knockout from him every once in a while. So, and then Darren Till is a great fighter. So I think it'll be a great matchup. And it's on UFC 228. This card is getting absolutely stacked.
Yep. It would be even more stacked if a certain Brazilian that faked a foot injury would be on the damn card. But we ain't gonna talk about that yet. We're not gonna talk about that yet. I'm not gonna let that get in the way of this great conversation. Okay. I used to be a huge Tyron Woodley fan. I was a big fan, but honestly, um, I could give a damn if he loses. I could care if he wins. Okay, I'll be okay. I really would rather him win than Kobe Covington because I dislike Kobe Covington even less. Okay, um, Kobe Covington he's a disgrace. And thank God he don't get to put the interim belt on the president's desk, which you're gonna put it on. You got an idiot going to an idiot's desk. That's just how it is. I'm a straight shooter. Just say what I say. Um, Great. Now he can shut up for a while, and then we sick and tired of. I'm sick and tired of what do you call it? Nerd bash. This guy want to do a nerd bash and mess with people that he think that they're weak, but he got hit in the damn head with a boomerang and did nothing. How you gonna explain that?
I get that he's trying to get his name out there, but he's crossing the line. I mean, he's going over the line. I mean, you don't say things to people like he was saying to these Brazilians. Like, you don't do that. Like that's just like I get it, but come on, like you don't have to insult, entire country, and that's of all the countries, why insult Brazil? I mean, that's like, I mean those, but I mean, as far as Till, fighting Woodley, I don't think he deserves it, but I can't blame the guy. I mean, he was offered a title shot. I mean, he's not going to say no, I don't deserve it. And like, I can't blame the guy. He doesn't deserve it, but I can't blame him for not taking it. And honestly, between Woodley and Till, I would not. Woodley's a good fighter, and he's defended quite well. But like you said, Coach, I would not mind seeing the belt off of Woodley.
Yeah, Willie. Look, listen, guys. I'm gonna be real with y'all. That whole Mike Perry thing, Willie done turned me off. Okay, nah, bro, he ain't finna use the N word. Not in front of me. I ain't trying to hit it. And yeah, man. You need to tell everybody. Try to explain, man, 'cause they don't understand you. Shut the hell up, Tyron. Shut your ass up. Okay, shut up.
Yeah.
He's such
Okay,
a whiner.
dumbass.
Like all he does is whine and
Exactly.
complain. Like, shut up.
Yeah, even before the Mike Perry thing, to be honest, I was wearing thin of Tyron Woodley with the complaining.
I was already tired of him too.
I've never met a man who complains the way that he does. Like between him and there's some other fighters in that camp. What fight camp is that with Ray Longo and Matt Serra? They complain a lot too. So between all of them, I'm like, how do you guys complain so much? I just don't get it. Like Tyron Woodley, you're the guy with the strap right now. You have the belt. Just be the champion. That's all you have to do. Be the champion. That's it. I don't, but the thing is, I still like Tyron. It's kind of tough for me to just completely turn my back on the guy. I want to see him kind of get the win, but I just think it's going to be difficult against Darren Till. Darren Till is a big boy. Earlier in the comment section, TC Johnson put a comment that, Darren Till is a weight bully and he belongs at light heavy. He said light heavyweight, but I would say, he belongs at middleweight. I think he would do well at middleweight, to be honest. I feel like what they're trying to do is the reason why they gave Darren Till this shot is so that he can take the belt from welterweight and then move up and be the sort of do the champ thing. They can take it back to Liverpool and do the champ thing.
Well, yeah. I mean, hey,
Whitaker is going to be hard to beat, though. I mean, he just went to war with Romero for 2 fights. So, I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
I'm not saying he can't beat Whitaker, but Whitaker is just, he's just solid.
Solid. Yeah, he stamped his card. He definitely stamped his card. I'll definitely say that. I never picked Robert Whitaker to win a fight, ever. But he just keeps coming through with, knockouts, finishes, fight of the night. You can't deny Robert Whitaker. He's
likable, too. He's just a really good guy.
Sound like you're a Robert Whitaker hater, Jay. It almost sounds like... I might have been.
I might have been a Robert Whitaker hater, man. I think so. I was like,
Man, hey, we,
I hope nobody takes that the wrong way. The Whitaker fans, I've appreciated all of his fights, but I just never picked him. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, wait a minute, I need to open up my eyes. I need to figure out what's going on right here in this middleweight division because Robert Whitaker is steamrolling everybody.
I'm about to call.
So it takes a little time.
I'm actually gonna call him on the phone, and I'm gonna tell him this, and I'm gonna see what he gonna say.
Don't
Um,
call him. I don't want that Aussie anger or that Kiwi aggression.
I'm just playing. I ain't got his phone number, but if I did, I still call him. But I don't have his number, so don't worry.
Now I've heard before when you have all type of managers numbers or the fighter and they'll pop up.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know what live stream you talking about. Oh yeah, Mr. Johnson was mad, buddy. BJ was mad. Well, he didn't get mad, but he was like, "Man, y'all set me up. You set me
It
up."
was it was funny though. I actually let my coworkers listen to that one. That was funny. Boy, that
I
was
didn't know
funny.
what to do with myself.
My man didn't know I hit him, guys. He didn't know. That's
Hit him with a Helwani.
all right. TJ 347. TJ, be safe out there on the road, man. Be safe because these people getting crazy. These cops getting crazy. Okay, and hopefully, man, you keep your protection in the truck with you, man. And when you go out there, bro, don't worry. I do pray for you, man, because you're a good dude, man. TJ 347, guys, in the comment thread.
Is he driving?
Yeah. He's a truck
Oh.
driver. So,
Truck drivers, safe travels.
yeah,
Safe travels.
TJ, be safe, bro. Be safe.
See you,
That's my
TJ.
dude. Now, so we get into this, guys. We talking about all this. Um, what do y'all? Who do y'all think? Okay, let's get y'all predictions. Who is gonna win Woodley Teal?
Mm.
I'm picking Till just for the fact that I want Tyron Woodley to lose, to be honest.
Oh Lord, so that's not so really okay.
No,
So
but
it's your
I
fan
do
pick. I
think
got it.
I do think Till though does have he has a really good he has a pretty good chance. I mean, he's very, very good, very talented. His stand ups very well, very good. I just think he has the tools to do it. So I mean, I don't know. I just feel like he can do it. So
Yeah, that's a solid pick. It's a solid pick. Darren Till is a big boy with pretty good Muay Thai. The thing is, I haven't seen a whole lot of Darren Till. That's the tough part. I've seen a lot of Tyron Woodley. Haven't seen a whole lot of Darren Till. I think his last fight, his first televised fight was the fight against Cerrone. So I can't say that I know a whole lot about him. So he fought Cerrone and then he fought Stephen Wonderboy. In my opinion, that Wonderboy fight took him down several notches. I could not believe what was going on. What I was watching, I kept waiting on. It's like I was holding my breath for 25 minutes for a knockout. It just, I don't know.
yeah, it was just yeah, I don't know.
Am I wrong for picking Tyron? I don't know. I don't know. I might be.
Pick who you want
I
to pick.
kind of,
You can
yeah.
pick whoever you want.
Yeah.
At the moment, I kind of want to pick Tyron. I just don't know enough about Darren Till. It's just an uneducated guess, to be honest. I'm going with experience, and I'm going with, the champion, to be honest.
Yeah, I think Darren Till too undisciplined. I think he's too undisciplined, and when you see people that are not disciplined, then normally it'll translate over. When they really need to do their best, they don't. And I've been coaching, for years since I was a teenager. I've been a coach. I've been 20 years, and it's like the people that always consistently, they might be athletic. They might be able to do some things. They might be able to like do a whole lot of different things well. But the person that's training, the person that's really disciplined to make weight, they're committing and they're following their offense. They're sticking to the game plan. Those people they win. But
Hmm.
people like Darren Till, they have excuses. They have excuses. There was an excuse why he missed weight. There's an excuse for this. There's an excuse for that. And you can't go into a fight against Tyron. He's a big dude too. He walks around very heavy. He's a big dude, and
Yep.
he's got knockout power. You're not gonna come in there undisciplined, and your chances are a lot worse. I think Tyron Woodley is gonna win this fight. I think he's gonna win it, and I think Darren Till. I think if he's disciplined, I think he's got a chance to win the fight. But I can't see him actually taking it. The discipline. I can't see him doing it. That's always been my knock on Darren Till. I've always liked him because he's a really aggressive fighter. But it's always been a discipline issue with the guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well said. Well said.
So
Somebody put in the comment section, how is he undisciplined?
when you
Benji.
when you miss some weight, I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you, if you miss some weight and if you're a professional fighter, that shows a lack of discipline. Okay, I don't care how you do it, and if you show me, if I show you, I can show you if you're disciplined in one area of your life, I can find two or three other areas of your life that you're disciplined in. See, it's called, and this is also psychology 101. Okay, and when I tell you guys about the psychology of things, I'm not like some soothsayer. I'm not predicting. I'm just telling you what they're gonna do. Okay, if a person is undisciplined in one area, I can guarantee they're undisciplined in three more areas, and that's because that they're not disciplined enough because in their mind they think that they have it all. They think that they know it all. They think that they,
Hmm.
have an
Well,
understanding of
then
everything.
Yoel Romero is not disciplined enough then either.
They're
Oh
not
yeah,
disciplined.
Yoel Romero will never see a title, in my opinion. He is way too undisciplined. That guy,
Well,
I mean, pop for steroids, miss weight twice. I mean,
you
it
think,
just doesn't
guys,
get more undisciplined.
y'all go back to the people. Listen now. Go back to the people that miss weight a lot. Like, think about it. Like, you got even people like Mackenzie Dern. She's not disciplined.
Yeah,
Okay, she
she's
lost.
not.
She lost to Ashley Yoder. I don't care. Ashley Yoder won that fight. Okay, they gave
She
they
sure did.
they
She
gave that girl
did.
the decision because they infatuated with the girl's chest. They infatuated with her ass. But the only reason why she won that fight is because of that. She's undisciplined. Okay, she don't concentrate on her nutrition. She's out at the club. See, that's two areas of her life that's undisciplined. I guarantee you, if I were to follow Mackenzie Dern around for a week, I would find at least 6 or 7 things where she lacks discipline. When you miss weight, that is a key into your life where you don't when you're not disciplined. Okay, that's just how it is. Now, some people circumstances may allow them to miss weight, but they only do it one time. See, but when you have people that consistently they keep making the same damn mistakes over and over and over, there's a lack of discipline, big time.
Yeah.
Like, was it
She
All right, Coach. I'm
knows.
gonna make a. Go ahead.
Oh, like she knows the UFC's hyping her up, so she knows she can get away with it. That's why she's not disciplined. She knows she's being supported, basically, and so it's like I don't know. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I was going to actually make an example of real discipline, just so that people can understand. Dustin Poirier went out there and TKO'd Eddie Alvarez. He didn't make any excuses before the fight, but after the fight, in his post-fight interview, he basically said that he tore his quad in the fight against Gaethje. Tore his quad. He was still recovering from that. He said he could not, get the cardio in the way that he normally does to kind of get the weight off before the weight cut. He said it was a bad weight cut for him this time because he had an injury. He could not do the cardio, but he still made weight. That is real discipline. That is discipline. Like, you understand circumstances happen, things arise, but you still got to make weight. It's too professional at this moment. I can't go to work. You cannot go to work and say, well, this happened, and so I can't really do this. And you're like, okay, well, go home on sick leave. Don't even be here. Darren Till, to me, he got a lifetime chance with that Wonder Boy fight. He never should have gotten. They put him in Liverpool way too soon, in my opinion.
Wasn't that on the same card? Aspen Ladd, she missed weight, and Lindsey Smith took her pay from that.
Yeah, they took like 30% of her
Was
pay, man.
Yeah, I think that was that card,
Yeah.
or either the card before it, maybe. But yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, and the issue with her was because she was on a period, and then that's the reason why she missed weight.
And see, that kind of stuff is understandable. Sometimes it is because I think Alexa Grasso had an issue. She had an issue, and she had a real bad menstrual cycle. Like it was intense. So, but Alexa missed the weight by like a pound. It wasn't like Alexa coming in at like 7 pounds over, 9 pounds over. Something ridiculous. Like she
Uh-huh.
missed it like by a very small margin, and then she still tried to make weight. So when people that miss it by a pound, I don't get so hung up on that. Okay, but when you have people that do it and they do it and they don't give two craps, man, they just do it and shoot. Okay, well, I'm set. I got a lot of money. I can give up 30% of my purse. I care less. They don't care
I remember,
because what they want to do is they want to pad their resumes and they want to give themselves an advantage. See, listen, think about it. People like Till and Dern, they okay with coming in missing weight because now they have that advantage. They have an advantage. And the other person who made weight, they've got to drain themselves a little bit more. So they've got to do more. And they're trying to still get the weight in at the last minute. But that person that missed weight, they know they ain't making weight. They already know it. So they stop doing everything. They just go and say, forget it. And so they have that upper advantage. They're not draining as far. So they rather do that, get your resume tight, like Mackenzie Dern, and then just keep moving on and say, oh, I beat this person. I beat this person. But see, when she get to the elite level, and when she have to fight the likes of the Carolina Kovacevic's, the Claudia Gadellas, they not gonna have that. They not gonna even fight her. If she coming in at heavy, they're not gonna take the fight, cause it's not even because if they lose to her, then they're still gonna get shuffled down in the rankings. That's what people
Mhm.
don't even be getting.
I remember when she did the official weigh-in. Afterwards, she gets off. She goes eats a banana. Uh-huh.
Yeah, she goes
You
and
know, a
eats
banana
right
carries more
after that.
She
emotion.
did.
She's not
And then,
disciplined. That just
yeah.
proves it right there.
Listen,
And then I remember
uh,
was it what's it? Then I remember when they did the tough season finale for the flyweight. There was the chick from Armenia, the Armenian chick. She came in at like about 4 or 5, 6 pounds heavier because she was supposed to fight in Rachel at that fight. But it seemed like most of the girls from the tough, except for maybe a couple I think of, have not done any of use feat. I know Mia, Joe Stevens' wife, she fought. She's a straw weight. Emily, she's just straw weight, and most of them are fly, except for two that are fighting in Victor. That's Christine Marks and Deanna Bennett.
okay, okay, bro, that makes a lot of good sense too, man. A lot of good sense. Wow, man. Well, okay. So, okay, let's move on. Let's really move on. And somebody on one of my videos asked me, hey, what are my thoughts about Tanya Evinger and Ketlin Vieira? Okay, we'll talk about. Did we talk? No, we hadn't talked about Poirier now. We'll talk about Poirier and Alvarez a little later. Okay, all right, this fight is going to happen, y'all. Ketlin Vieira and Tanya Evinger. We can start with you first, Guitar Babe. I mean, what you think about this fight?
Um, I mean, honestly, I'm not. I mean, I'm happy because I know Tanya Evinger has been trying to get a fight in, but at the same time, it's a load of crap because I feel like Ketlin Vieira should be fighting for the title against Amanda Nunes. And I knew this was going to happen. Like, Ketlin, I knew she wasn't going to get a shot at the title. They're going to put her against somebody else. So my guess is her and Tanya are going to fight. Chris Cyborg and Nunes are going to fight. And I think Holly's going to going to get the next title shot against Nunes. That's what I think is going to happen after Cyborg and Nunes fight. Unfortunately,
Okay,
I mean,
okay, man. Good insight. Good insight to the situation.
like I'm happy about this fight happening, but not happy because I feel like she should be fighting for the title.
Oh, okay. All right. And my buddy, Channel MMA with Jay.
Yeah, I would just piggyback off of what Guitar said. Basically, I mean, this is I thought it was supposed to be Ketlin versus Holly, and that would have been a little bit better for Ketlin to get a win from, get Holly Holm on your resume, or even Holly Holm getting the number one contender on her resume. But this fight is kind of odd. I feel like maybe she might have been muscled into this fight because Tanya Evinger is just, I don't know. It just seems like a strange fight to throw in there for the number one contender. I'm really shocked at that one. I think that Tanya Evinger deserves a good fight. Don't get me wrong, but put Tanya Evinger in there with Kat Zingano. Put her in there with Kat Zingano or whoever else just came off of a win. Bantamweight is kind of slow right now, so I can't remember who's coming off of a win. But this fight, I'm not sure. I hope that Holly Holm wasn't the one to turn this fight down, because wasn't it supposed to be Holly Holm versus Ketlin?
It was
It
supposed to be.
sounded like it was in the works. So I don't know. I got this feeling that Ketlin's gonna be, shafted, snubbed, and I feel like after Cyborg and Nunes fight, Holly's gonna get a shot at Nunes. That's
I
what I
think
feel
so
like,
too.
and I
Yeah,
don't. That's not right. Like,
it's not right at all, because the thing is, if you just wait Ketlin out, like basically what they're trying to do is sit Ketlin on the shelf. Eventually, she's gonna have to take a fight just to pay her bills. I mean, to like live her life. She's not a super big fighter, and I'm not sure what type of payday she's making, but we all got to make money out here, so she has to take a fight. I get that she is taking a fight, but it's just shocking that they gave her such like Tanya Evinger. She lost to Cyborg, and then she's coming off of this injury. It just doesn't seem like a credible opponent. But don't get me wrong, I don't want to shaft Tanya Evinger.
Yeah,
if
I
she
got
was,
nothing against
yeah,
her either. It's just
yeah,
this is an odd fight.
Yeah.
It's an odd fight. If she immediately came into the UFC and immediately came into bantamweight, right? She just straight immediately came into the bantamweight division. I want to see her fight the number one contender, because she's that type of fighter.
Hey guys.
But it's just.
I'm gonna let you finish your sentence. Go ahead, Elmo.
No, no, I was gonna say it's just that she's, after coming off of the loss, and then she's coming off of an injury. I know she had to turn down some fights because of the injury. So if she's better now, why would you put her against the number one contender? It just doesn't seem fair for Ketlin. Really doesn't.
And I don't know, this guy, P.O. State, Ohio State, you supposed. Okay, now you're saying if Ketlin comes out clean, then she'll fight Holly. Now listen, now we're not gonna make any accusations, because we know how you guys think when it comes to Brazilians. You think they all doping. Now, if you have viable proof, because I don't remember hearing the Ketlin pop. I don't remember that. If she did pop before, okay, but I haven't heard of it, and she's never popped. Now, if you're gonna make an accusation like that, you gotta provide evidence, or if not, then I gotta look at that as you don't know what the hell you're talking about, and that's just how it is. Because you will get debunked. You will get debunked, and when you get debunked, it's gonna be vicious and brutal. So it's an echo somewhere. Somebody's got a really, really bad echo.
Yeah, somebody's got an echo. But
let me see who. Let me see. Okay, George, it's you.
What is it?
Yeah, echo.
You figured it out, Coach.
Yeah, your microphone. You're too close to your speaker, so it's gonna keep echoing. And it's gonna be a feedback. So you're gonna have to, like, you gotta move back some, or you have to mute yourself.
Let me move back a bit.
Yeah, just move your microphone back from the
It's
speaker.
still there?
Let me see. Hold on.
Still there?
I'm gonna check it for you. Let me check. You just take yourself off. I'll talk and now let you take yourself off. Okay. All right.
All right. So I just wanted to say something to
It's you, Jay.
It's me?
Yes. Cause it's not George. George.
Oh, the echo is me?
Okay.
Oh, maybe it's my phone. Okay, wait.
Hey, George. Okay, take yourself back off mute, George. My main man, George Page, the legend. The legend.
All right, is it still hello?
Yeah, we still here.
Is it still echoing?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Dang, okay. All right, let me move my laptop then. Okay. I was about to.
It's just if your microphone is close to the actual speaker. See, when you talk, it's coming back into it, and then it's feeding back into the speaker that you're talking into. and then
Mm-hmm.
it creates that. That's where that come from. I figured I googled that online. I said, oh, okay, I just got to move back. I just moved back
Yeah,
some.
I only picked it up to read that comment because I hate when some of the fans always want to say that the fighters are like on something. It's like just let them pop and then we can talk all the crap that we want to. And what did he put? Flow State put, if Ketlin comes out clean versus Evinger, then she'll fight Holly Holm. So is that all she has to do? Is come out clean? That's all she has to do is just piss clean. She
Oh,
doesn't have to
okay.
win. She doesn't have to finish her. She doesn't have to look nice during the fight. She doesn't have to, none of that. Like, we
Okay.
need to think about the fighting aspects and not just like who's doing drugs. I mean, that's like,
He explained.
that's,
He said if
yeah.
she comes out, he meant healthy. Oh, okay, yeah, boy.
Oh, healthy. Oh,
You
okay. My
use
bad.
the
I was
words
about to say, if it's
clean.
a drug thing.
You leave it clean in the same word with a Brazilian, boy, boy, boy. I'm gonna be thinking you. I'm gonna be thinking you talking about popped. You know.
Yeah, when you said that, I was like, hold up now. Not on
Yeah,
Ketlin.
yeah. We gotta check. Cause if she pop, I'm gonna be like, All right, Ketlin. Cause I give them one freebie. Everybody they get one freebie with me if they pop. I give it to them. Now if they pop a second time, nah, I ain't messing with them. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna even try to support you. Okay. Oh man, my man, the truth is in the building. The truth. Sorry about that, sir. How you doing this evening?
I'm good. How's everybody on the panel?
Hey
Hey,
man, we doing excellent, sir. I'm glad you're here. So
Oh,
man,
wow.
now what were you wanting to give your thoughts on?
Just about the Tony Evinger, Caitlin Vieira fight. I was just thinking about it, and I'm thinking that she's been inactive for quite some time now, and I think she served her purpose. And is this an opportunity now for the UFC to try and get her out of the UFC? So they're gonna, um, to give her a tough matchup like this. She loses, she gets on a bit of a losing streak, and then that's it. Now they just move her out of the division. She served her purpose. That she fought Cyborg, and now there's no real place for her. That could be a thought. And I'm thinking if we just flip it as well on the other side, maybe this is a tune-up fight for Vieira, a showcase fight. So it's a fight that she can definitely win, and she can win well, and maybe that then leads on to bigger and better things. I don't know. I'm just thinking that. But one thing I do not want is another Holly Holm title shot. Enough
oh,
already. Stop with it. Just stop.
Amen.
like y'all got the
Oh,
like I said,
gosh.
I noticed that video when she was somewhere with her friends getting drunk. Say, I'm not drunk. But like I said before, I've worked in clubs. I've worked at a convenience station. I can tell when somebody's drunk. She's been, it don't matter how many Long Island sized tea you drink, but it's no alcohol in it, you're gonna be drunk after a while. And I say like this. Caitlin, she should be fighting. She should be fighting Tanya. Tanya should fight somebody like Aspen Ladd, or maybe see who else is on there. Sarah Morris,
Alpha
or
Cat.
maybe Alpha Cat. Somebody. Give her a little. Hey, give her a little warm up before she takes on someone like Caitlin. But you know how the UFC is. They feel like a Caitlin Nunes fight would be worth the time or the money. Even if you do stick it on with somebody like, or maybe Khabib and Connor, or maybe DC and see, I would say DC and John Jones. It's still probably people want to because they don't like, even though hey they're supposed to be on this big bandwagon with Man Nunes, they don't like her. And then she fight another Brazilian, and they and you don't have some of these casuals. They don't like too many Brazilian fighters. You know, but it should be Catman and Holly. And like I said, you can put Tanya against, like I said, against Alpha Cat and somebody else, or Cat or Jermaine Duranary and Alpha Cat. I mean, she's coming back now, so why don't you, instead of calling out Megan, hey, fight Alpha Cat,
I knew
her and
somebody was
Cat.
gonna bring that name up. God Almighty, Megan Anderson. Why? Why
She's
did you do it?
pathetic.
Why did you do
She's
it, sir?
pathetic.
Dang.
It's just making us a point. But she's talking
Oh
about
dear.
she wants to fight a featherweight. She probably gonna hurt Megan Megan be better fighting Yana. Those two probably they have the same bit experience. That'd be a better matchup. Like I'm supposed to have UFC in Russia, and Yana's Russian. That they should have Megan and Yana fighting Russia. I know that'd be her hometown. That'd be something people want to see, a hometown girl, and that'd be somebody Megan has more in common with than fighting someone like GDR or anybody else.
Megan's food at the moment. She's just food.
And it's like, man, she got fighters that's got like what 2 fights. They going after her. I mean, Felicia Spencer went ham. She was like, "Yo, I want this work. I want to give Megan this work." She got fighters, man. Look, she got all the other featherweights that's out there, man. They are trolling the crap out of her. They doing it because they know that Megan a mouthpiece, and they know that in the UFC, if you ask for a fight, sometimes you just might get that fight. So you have to put it out there. But I'm looking at this, man.
She
I
can't
see
back
me.
up what
Hmm?
comes out of her mouth.
Well, yeah,
That's
she
why
can't,
they keep trolling her. She keeps talking all this crap, and
and
she
they know.
can't back it up.
Well, and they know that. Now, here's my whole thing with the Tanya and Ketlin situation. Okay, with Tanya and Ketlin, the thing of it is that Tanya has been Tanya has she had to fight. Okay, let's do some history. Okay, she fought 2 brutal fights with Yana Kunitskaya. Okay, even though one of the fights Tanya won decisively, they were still brutal. Cause Yana's a big girl. Yana is not really a true bantamweight. She's not. And you got that big
Right.
girl, trying to put submissions on you, like transitioning over you. I mean, it's Yana is brutal on the ground, and that was a tough fight. So she had 2 of those tough fights with Yana. Then to get introduced into the UFC, okay, she got to fight Chris Cyborg. She takes injuries and damage in that fight, a lot of damage. Okay, then it took Tanya maybe about 4 to 6 months to even recover. Like to really recover. She told me she was fine, but I excuse me, I know the beating that she took. she took it took her a while to get herself back. Then she goes back to training full time. She gets hurt. Okay, because she's supposed to fight who? She's supposed to fight Marion Renault. Then she got hurt. Okay, and then she recovered from that, and she was about to fight again, and then she got hurt again. So now you looking at Tanya, who been okay. She had tough fights with Yana. She got brutalized by Chris Cyborg. Okay, then she got injured twice, and it's like now she's gonna take a tough fight with Ketlin. I agree that she deserves a top fighter. I just think, man, Tanya need to come back in with one light touch to see if they'll do it but I don't think they'll do that for her. One light touch and then get in there and then get up in there. Because I'm telling you, them injuries, them things mount up, and you can't go in there. I think Tanya probably right now is about 90%, 80% or 90%. You can't go in there like that against a Ketlin Vieira. It's just it's not gonna happen. Like she got to, I don't know. It just seems like a screw job. And I'm gonna just tell you, I just because from the moment Tanya had to fight Cyborg, that's the only way she was going to make it into the UFC. She had to fight Chris, and if she didn't, she wasn't getting in. Same thing they did to Lena Landsberg. They made her fight Chris Cyborg. The only way you getting in, well, we need somebody to fight Cyborg. Okay, all right, Leslie Smith. Oh, they promised Leslie Smith the world, and now look at Leslie Smith. They don't put Leslie Smith ass up out of there. And so now then Tanya was the next victim. Hey, we'll give you the 6 figures, we'll give you a 3 fight deal, and then you just come in and you fight Cyborg. So Tanya was like, well, okay, this is my opportunity. And then Tanya had already called out Chris Cyborg. So people be tripping. Well, Chris fighting somebody else smaller. Actually, Tanya Evinger had called out Chris Cyborg 2 years prior. Okay, when Chris was in Invicta, she had called out Chris Cyborg. But all of that stuff started to compact on you as a fighter. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I think it'll be a good fight. But if it's a healthy Tanya. See, we know Tanya was hurt. Now, we're not talking about Amanda Nunes. We ain't talking about her faking injuries. Nah. We know Tanya was hurt. Okay? I mean, it's
Yeah.
documented. We know she had been hurt. This woman done had like, over 25, 26 professional fights. And she's never ducked anybody they put in front of her. So I can tell you that right now. She hurt. She hurt.
You get in there with Cyborg, you go in there with Cyborg, you get the little KO. Take all the time you need. You've earned our respect. Take the time you need. We know that you're hurt. We
So,
know.
or at
We
least a
saw it.
tune-up, at least a
Yeah.
tune-up or something, something that would be, even if it's somebody in the top 10, okay, great. Fight somebody in the top 10, but, it's also not fair to Ketlin because she's winning. She's been winning, and people say, yeah, but her resume hasn't done anything. Come on, stop it. Stop. I don't want to hear nothing about Ketlin's resume, man. The girl, everybody that they put, Ketlin is not a star. Okay, Ketlin don't have any kind of bargaining power. She's not gonna walk into Nick Maynard's office with Dana White's bald head gleaming in the sun and say, "Hey, Dana, what I want, I don't want to fight this person." Dana White, Nick Maynard, they're gonna look at her and they're gonna say, "Look, you shut your damn mouth, Ketlin Vieira, and you know your level. That's what you do. You shut up and you know your level. You fight who I tell you to fight. And if you don't fight who I tell you to fight, I'll put you back on that damn shelf where you belong." See, that's what they'll tell her. She ain't got no counter talk. What is she gonna say? So
Hmm.
Of course, Ketlin got to fight whoever they put in front of her. They got a lot of fighters. They got a lot of fighters like that. But I mean, if you're telling me that, okay, Sarah McMahon and Kat Zingano, okay, those are decent wins because now everybody's saying, well, Kat Zingano's a good fighter now after she beat Marion. So hey, why it's not true for Ketlin? I mean, she beat Sarah McMahon when Sarah was ranked number 5th. Sarah McMahon was ranked number 5. Beat her. Beat her. Okay, beat her. Or Sarah was ranked number 6. I don't know. But she beat her. And then she beat Kat Zingano. Handed Kat Zingano another loss. I mean, yeah, title shot. Absolutely. It's her turn. It's her turn.
And like
But
like
what they're
this.
going to do, I'm going to tell you what they're going to do. This how it's going to play out, y'all. And I'm going to tell you, I see this coming from a mile away, and I'm going to say, I told y'all so. See, they're going to occupy Ketlin with Tanya Evinger, right? They're going to occupy that. And then what they going to do, y'all, they going to throw it on us, okay? See, Amanda going to get in there. She's going to get her ass whooped by Cyborg. They're going to throw it on us. And then Holly Holm and Amanda Nunes going to fight for that title just like they want. Just like they intended it to. I'm telling you, y'all, it's coming from a mile away.
Oh yeah,
Like
I agree. I think that's happening for sure. Ketlin is getting screwed over a little bit in this. A lot actually screwed over a lot. But the thing is, she needs to speak up. She really needs to speak up at this point. It's getting to the point where she's going to be shuffled. Even after that fight of Amanda Nunes and Holly, it may not be Ketlin. It might be Kat Zingano.
that's
It's
the thing.
just I don't see Ketlin getting a title shot. I really didn't. I really never saw her getting a title shot, even though she was, really making grounds. Like in terms of a new bantamweight fighter, she really started to make a name for herself with like the fans. But there's too many old school people in that division that they don't want to get rid of. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a Holly Holm fan. I feel like Holly Holm has fought stiff competition, and nobody has fought the type of competition that she has. But you got to give these new people who are just mowing through the division, you got to give them their chance to fight for the belt. Ketlin Vieira, the thing is, you cannot let yourself be cut in line. She sat there quiet and let herself be cut in line by Rocky Pennington.
So
At
that's
that
what,
point, if you let somebody take an inch, they will for sure, without a doubt, take a mile.
Yeah, she
And
is.
she let that happen, and now guess what? She's about to be steamrolled.
Yeah. Now, hey, let me address this
Well,
real quick.
I hold on.
Go ahead.
I
Go ahead.
actually, I mean, Rocky Pennington. I know she was out for a while, but she was kind of owed a title shot because after she beat Misha Tate, she was supposed to fight for the title, and she got injured. And
No, that's not
why.
what happened.
Well,
That's not what
what
happened. She
happened?
went and trained Ronda Rousey. She went and became a training partner for Ronda Rousey. That's what she did. That's what she
Okay.
did. She decided to get that paycheck. And that's why I didn't want to see that Rocky Pennington fight ever. And I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? It's all
Yeah.
conversational. I'm enjoying it. But it's like she decided to get that paycheck and make a friend. That's what she decided to do. She was in the training camp with Rocky Pennington. She signed a non disclosure.
Hmm.
And that's why she missed her title shot. That's why she gave it to Ronda Rousey.
Wow. God,
You know
dog.
what? Yeah, I do remember
God,
now.
dog. Emma
Now that
Channel
you mentioned it, I
MMA
do
with Jay.
remember now. It's
God,
just
dog.
it's been so
Yeah.
long.
It's been a
Yeah.
while, but
Yeah.
then Fate, at that point, she gave her title shot to Ronda Rousey, and then Fate came out and she got injured. Now, I don't want to see that happen to
Okay.
anybody, but she did get
The
injured, and then she got in a car
napalm
accident. But, you know, you gotta you gotta get while the getting's good out here in the UFC.
Yeah.
You gotta get while the getting's good. Six figures doesn't last too long, and it's not on the
Not,
table for a long time.
not with these
I
people.
think
Not how they spend their life. They act like they ain't got no worries in the world. But I'm gonna say, let me say to Mr. What's your name, C.K. Lechner. Hey, now what you got to do now? I'm gonna need you to take a deep breath, and I want you to do some wuxia, okay? So now here's the thing. Now here's the thing, okay? And if you don't do the wuxia, the coach is gonna smack the yellow right off your teeth, okay? I'll smack the yellow off your teeth, okay? So now nobody is saying Tanya Everett couldn't win. I want you to listen. And you remind me of one of those guys. When I put in a video, post-fight analysis, you click on it thinking you're getting a free fight. But then you see the time limit on the video is 3-4 minutes. I mean, how the hell you think the fight gonna last 3-4 minutes? But that's subject for another video. Okay, listen, man. I said a healthy Tanya would have a better shot, not this banged up version. I think Tanya coming in, going right to Ketlin Vieira after all the injuries that she's had. Well, I mean, that's gonna, it's a lot to ask for anybody. You're fighting the top bantamweight, and you're coming in with all that, all that's happened, and I want a Tanya that's like at full strength. See, that's what I was trying to say, but we can't go wah. No, you can't do that, okay? So, hey, don't you
and
worry about
the
that
thing
though.
is, and things, coach, is about these casuals. They don't like to see Brazilians fighting, even though the sport really was started by Brazilians, the Gracie family. There's a little prejudice things about it. They want to see
Well,
their blonde
BJJ
beauty
was.
queen. Yeah, yeah. They want to see their blonde beauty queen like Holly or someone like you know, or someone like Cat or someone like someone they want to see. They feel like they have a connection to fight, but not somebody like they don't feel they have a connection to. They don't really feel like they have a connection um to Caitlyn. Caitlyn is just, even though she's on the come up, she's not superstar level. She's not up there with Cyborg. She's not really up there with Amanda, Risha Tate, Ronda Rousey, even Holly. She's kind of like how the best way to say it. Best possible compare to, kind of like Buster Douglas. You know, even though he came up, he fought Mike Tyson, and he didn't get past the man. They don't really see him as see her as being that top level. You know, it would be better if she do fight Holly, and see who get a shot at what's left of Amanda Nunes after Cyborg. But as you know, Dana White, he has his pets. And like what Jay said, yes, she say something to Dana, but Dana ain't gonna go listen to her. Now it was Conor McGregor busted the door and say, hey, Dana, I want to fight that. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight that bloody broke. Get him out of my way. And he said, okay, Conor, let Conor. He be on his knees with in front of Conor with his zipper down.
Oh no, come on, PG-13, man. Come on. No, 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 no. Come on. All right.
That was PG-13. He
Mm-mm,
wasn't.
mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. But I think I get what you're saying. Um, yeah, man, that's pretty that's intense. Wow,
Oh,
y'all. Okay, so let's move on past that, guys. All right, Dustin Poirier and Eddie Alvarez. Man, what do you guys think about the great Dustin Poirier's? I mean Poirier, dang, call him Poirier's. What the heck, man? And Eddie Alvarez. Okay, the truth, man. You've been kind of quiet, so you want to go ahead and start on that, bro?
Poirier is the goat.
Ah, oh man, come
Taking
on.
all comers. he's gonna. He's just waiting on the Khabib and Conor fight, and then he's gonna beat them both on the same night. No, it was a good performance. I think that Eddie Alvarez it didn't come across very well at the end of the fight. I think I lost a bit of respect for him. Just the way that he was a bit of a sore loser at the end, and I think it was a bit of controversy as well around the referee as well. But I think Dustin. He's moving up there. He's there or thereabouts at the moment as well. I mean, so we'll see what the future holds for him. But I don't see him beating the top people in the division. I don't see it.
Okay. So you don't see him beating any top people in the division, and you supposed to be a Darren Poirier fan. Good grief, man. Man, how you gonna explain this? How's he gonna explain this?
It's facts. It's just facts. I don't think I just don't think it will. But I like his heart. He's got a lot of heart.
Okay, I got you. And guys, in the comment thread, and we'll play the Dennis Espinoza intro song. It's about 10 seconds long. Dennis Espinoza is in the comment thread at this time.
Lord Merlin.
Well, y'all probably can't hear it. Dennis Espinoza is the data and statistician. This man will always find a breaking story and send a link to the breaking story. He's always the first. That's just the Dennis Espinoza soundtrack. That's just what it is. So whenever Dennis Espinoza comes into the comment thread, when I first see him, I will play the Dennis Espinoza Evening News soundtrack. Just messing with him.
Dennis invited me to come to Texas. I got a nephew. He's at Fort Hood. And like I said, I got responsibilities here. So I wouldn't mind going to Texas, but I got responsibilities here.
So okay, let me ask the rest of y'all. Okay, what do you think about the IQ or the decision making of Eddie Alvarez during that fight? And what y'all break it down, and even like the referee having to stand him up, and that ultimately cost Eddie Alvarez the fight. Who wants to start?
You put me out of because I didn't see that fight. I missed it. After I watched JJ and TT, I just turned it off.
All right, we'll get the ladies. Let's go, ladies. Which one? Who's going?
I mean, the ref did what he had to do. I mean, rules are rules and you got to follow them. And Alvarez, he wasn't following the rules and the ref had to step in and do what he did. So, I mean, I'm just being real. I mean, if you break a rule, you got to be told. So, I don't think the ref was wrong in doing in standing them up for that. So,
And that's the legendary, the artist formerly known as Guitar Babe. Now her name is Rugby Queen. Wow, how you gonna explain that? Awesome.
Rugby, that's my end. That's my area. That rugby. It's a UK thing, isn't it?
Yeah, she plays rugby. She's very good.
I
too.
thought it was more in New Zealand or the All Blacks. Yeah.
We invented it, but New Zealand's best at it. It's like with everything that in the UK, we invent it, but we're never the best at it.
I see some of those. I see
Like
some of
boxing.
those. I see some of those. They usually show like on the video. Show like when they do the chants from the like the tongue or something like that. The haka. Because they're also doing it in some high schools. They like in Texas, they have a lot of Samoans and Tongans. They're doing it too. But I see sometimes that's really like like they were doing against the American rugby team, and they were standing there, and it was like they were about to they were headhunting or something.
Yeah, like these hakas that they do, it's it can mean a lot of things. It can mean it can be to intimidate, but it's also a respect thing too. I've seen them done at weddings. It's also people do these to welcome somebody into the family. They did the haka at what was his name, Jonah Lamo or Jonah, I can't remember his name. He
Jonah
was
Lomu.
really very legendary rugby player. I think he died a couple years ago, and at his funeral they were doing a haka, like as just a respect towards him. So it can be a lot of different things. So, and I really like that. You know, it's just very. So, I mean, when people see that, you know, it's not. It's more. It's a lot deeper than what people think. You know, people are just like, oh, what are they doing? You know, it's a respect thing. It's an intimidation thing. You know, it's just. You know, it's a good thing. It's traditionally. Yeah, I mean, it's a respect. It's also done to bring peace, to bring people together. So, yeah.
Um,
So,
can't think of.
so, so
But
real quick, channel MMA with Jay. Man, talking about the Eddie Alvarez deal and the whole Poirier fight, man. I want to hear your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I was learning something new right now about rugby. I never even knew about this whole respect and the hukka and all of this stuff. But what I'll say about Eddie Alvarez. Let me go with Eddie first because I'm an Eddie Alvarez fan. You know, I really have enjoyed his fights. But the thing is, he's getting too old for these brawls. Um, and I thought for a second that he was going to be moving his head. I really thought he was going to just literally just kind of slip punches like he was during the Justin Gaethje fight. But the thing about it is, Dustin Poirier is fast. He has the speed advantage. He had the speed advantage. As soon as he decided to rattle off those combinations, you know, when boxers start to practice their combinations, it's 27 hit combos like you're playing a video game. He was actually performing those in the octagon. It was just combos, combinations, just memory. It was literally muscle memory. Poirier is a good fighter. He really is a good fighter. Eddie Alvarez showed me that he's still the same brawler that he always was. Still the same brawler, doesn't want to move his head. He came out there with a smirk on his face. I don't know if anybody saw that smirk that he had on his face. I was like, what do you know? Did you sleep with his wife or something? I'm not sure what you know right now. I'm just he had that smirk. Like, I know something. Yeah, he had that smirk on his face. I'm like, okay, he's about to get the job done. And then he went out there just being Eddie. He just literally went out there being old school Eddie, you know, getting punched in the face. And then he started to try to cheat. Basically, Eddie Alvarez, you know, we thought that he grabbed the fence because Poirier. So Eddie Alvarez was being a dirty fighter, and Poirier was basically being whiny, in my opinion. He was being whiny. Oh, he's grabbing the fence. Oh, he's doing this. He's doing that. You need him in Poirier. Need him in the balls, square in his junk. Everybody saw it. I saw somebody in your comment section earlier saying, dude, need him in the junk. Eddie said nothing about that. You know, but apparently Eddie Alvarez had his finger in Dustin Poirier's ear during the guillotine. That's what he said. He said he was trying to jam his finger inside his ear, which is another, yeah, got a little weird there, but that's another move that's illegal. So he's like, he's got his finger in my ear. He's got his finger in my ear, ref. You know, it just all gets so, I don't want to see that fight ever again. I don't want to see that fight ever again. I saw what I needed to see. Dustin Poirier, lightning fast combinations. The MMA boxing is brilliant. The MMA boxing on this kid is absolutely brilliant. He knows how to hit you with a couple of soft punches and then just start bringing the heat. He actually plants his feet. It seems like he's comfortable going to the ground because he plants his feet. He sits down on his punches and he throws leather, heavy leather. So I think that Dustin Poirier, I don't know how far he's going to go. He already lost to Conor McGregor. Already lost to him. TKO. But that was at 145. It seems like at 155, this whole Dustin Poirier is just a new guy. I'm not sure what to say about him moving forward.
Do you think he'll beat Khabib?
And that's, yeah, you got to question me on that one because I just was going to avoid the subject. Oh.
Put on the spot right now.
Can he beat a Khabib? I don't know, man. A Khabibing, man, I think it's serious. It's like, can he beat Khabib? No, I don't think so. To me, no striking gets better. No striking is more hard. Is more like fierce and hard than Edson Barboza. And Edson Barboza was striking this guy with the leg kicks. I mean, with the kicks and everything, and Khabib just kept coming forward. You know, Michael Johnson was able to crack him over the chin and kind of stumble him a little bit, but I don't know if Poirier can do it. I'm stuck playing MMA math at this point. To be honest, I thought Eddie was going to beat Dustin Poirier, to be honest. I didn't think Eddie was going to go out there and be so stupid. I mean, just, in terms of MMA, just fight IQ and literally just move your head. Just the basics. Move your head and your feet. That's like the first step. Move your head and your feet and your hands. He was just moving his hands. That was it. I just can't see Dustin Poirier beating Khabib, no. But the thing is, I see Conor beating Khabib. But I think Dustin has come to the end of the line. If he fights anybody and beats them, it might be Kevin Lee and it might be Tony Ferguson.
I was just thinking the same thing. Like, I feel like this is as far as it's going to get for him at this point. Because I just don't see him beating a Tony Ferguson, a Conor McGregor, or Khabib. Those are the top 3 guys right now. I just don't see anybody else beating those 3 at this point.
Yeah. So maybe they'll put him up against Kevin Lee. That might be the next fight.
That'd be a good fight.
That'd be a good fight, yeah.
So
wait, hold on.
They might put him against Tony Ferguson when he comes back. Who knows?
Yeah. That's what I heard.
Kevin Lee probably a bit more soft touch fight for him.
Who?
Kevin Lee.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say Tony Ferguson needs a soft touch after having his whole leg opened up like that.
Yeah, man. Good grief. That thing, he better, wow.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Speaking of
it was
Kevin Lee, how the hell he recovered from that head kick from Barboza? Like, what the heck?
That was the best stanky leg I've ever seen in my life. The best
Barboza did not capitalize on that.
I know. That was like twiddle toes, man. Call him crazy legs.
It's just, how did he recover from that?
Oh, gosh.
Did you see his ankle? It actually bent inwards as well when he was doing the stanky leg. It was like, I thought he broke his foot.
It's kind of like a croak-off kind of kick.
Wow. Well, you know what? Dang. Well, Khabib and Conor. I think everybody talking about Khabib and Conor.
I really want Khabib to beat Conor, but I just don't think he's going to do it.
Yeah, I think Conor going to hit him. Because Khabib ain't never had nobody hit him with enough power that actually get him to respect. Like, he's walking through everything. But, Conor McGregor hit hard. Because this dude stopped Jose Aldo with one punch. He stopped Eddie Alvarez with one punch. And them guys got chins, Them guys got some chins. This the same guy that dropped Nate Diaz, several times. Conor McGregor hit like a freight train, man. And I don't know, man. Khabib going to try to roll up in there. He going to try to do that mauling and get in his face and pop. There it is. There it is, right there.
I don't think Khabib is underestimating Conor McGregor's left hand, because he did acknowledge that Conor McGregor does have a strong left hand. So he is going to be aware of that. So, I don't know.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure of that because I was
he's not underestimating that left hand. He knows it's powerful.
Yeah, he better not, because Khabib, Khabib in his last fight against Iaquinta, he was like pumping the jab and doing all this stand up. I was like, dude, you're not this guy. Like, we can tell you have not practiced boxing at all, but he was doing it. That was like when Ronda Rousey knocked out Betch. Remember when Ronda Rousey knocked out Betch? She got all confident in her hands, and then she went out there with Holly Holm and got knocked out.
Lousy, drowsy. Yep, she got knocked out. Boy,
Because her coach
Ronda
is
Rousey
an
made
idiot.
me $400 that day too.
If I could ask everybody on the panel, because I don't have as much knowledge when it comes to the men's MMA, and I want to know the facts before I say anything. I've been hearing a lot of stuff about Khabib, and I've looked into him a little bit, and I've heard that he pulls out a lot of fights. Is that true?
He doesn't. I don't know.
I've never
It's the
known
Tony Ferguson. I think that's the thing that you may be talking
Okay,
about
maybe it
because
was.
he
Yeah,
pulled
I
out
heard
the
it.
Tony
Yeah.
I know
Ferguson
Khabib
fight.
Yeah.
pull out.
The
Yeah,
Ferguson
I
thing is
think.
just cursed. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
What?
he pulls out of fights a lot. It was with Tony Ferguson. Like it's just for whatever reason, it's like it was just like it's like that fight's not meant to happen.
Like when
Mm.
Tony pulled
Oh,
out.
it's only been with Tony Ferguson.
I think
as
Let
so.
me
far as
make
my
sure.
knowledge is.
Hold on.
Yeah, kind of like with that Brian Ortega situation when Tony pulled out and then turned around, Max Holloway pulled out. I mean, that's just, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah, I
tough,
believe it
man.
was only with Tony. Yeah, I believe it was only with Tony.
Yeah.
But the thing about Khabib, it's not that he pulls out of a lot of fights. It's just that he doesn't fight often.
Oh, okay.
He does not fight often at all, and he's kind of never had like stiff competition.
Mm.
Even to date, like to this day, he has never had stiff competition in the UFC in the lightweight division. So that's kind of his thing. But it's like he still is really a good fighter to me. You know, he kind of stepped up. He fought RDA. He fought Anthony Barboza.
I think
It's
I
just
And
think it's
Khabib,
because
he does have really good cardio.
yeah.
Now,
yeah.
if he fights Conor McGregor, I think if it gets past the first couple of rounds, I think Khabib will take it.
Yeah, I think
Because
it's the first two rounds are the
Conor
most dangerous.
McGregor's cardio has been very suspect and questionable.
It's
And
like it's level one cardio.
Yeah.
he has
I
cardio
think
like
Khabib going to sleep. I think he going to sleep.
if TJ was here, TJ would hit me when I said he has cardio like Claudia Cadena.
Dag,
Mm.
dag.
Yes.
He was like,
Yeah,
you can tell that he was gassing out
he's got the
against
worst.
Mayweather.
Maybe even worse. I think even worse than Claudia.
Yeah. See,
They usually
but
have a, I think they have a,
but then you know when he actually fought Floyd though, that's a different. That was a different fight, boy.
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
Floyd
that's different.
Mayweather,
That's 3
Floyd
minutes.
Mayweather take you out of your.
That's 3
He
minutes.
took you out of
No,
your
but he
elements.
gassed out against
I'm talking
against
about.
Nate
But
Diaz,
see,
and Nate
Yeah,
Diaz
he
is a
Yeah.
gassed
mediocre
out against
fighter.
Nate
it's
Diaz
still
too.
Chad
when he fought
Mendes.
Floyd
Chad
though.
Mendes. He
It's not.
gassed.
Yeah, it's not even the fact that it was 3 minutes when he fought Floyd. It's just Floyd just he just does things. You're in a boxing ring, so you're gonna gas out. You can just Floyd
Exactly.
gonna gas you out. Like it's Conor McGregor really had no chance in that fight. He was food.
No.
It's
Floyd
not.
played with this guy, carried him for 10 rounds, and then just decided to finish him off when he got ready. Floyd could have finished the
But
fight.
everybody
He finished
kept
off in 8.
saying, oh, but once he catches him with the left hand, it's over.
See,
And
Yeah.
that's why
Landed.
Floyd let him do it. Floyd was like,
Yeah,
"Go
he
ahead,
landed
punch
that
yourself,
shot.
stupid."
Yeah.
Yeah, he landed that shot. He landed that left, and it didn't even rock him. It didn't do nothing
It
to him.
didn't rock him
And,
at all.
Nope.
and most of the time, Conor was on his back. Like, he kind of had like his UFC mode. He thought he was supposed to choke on Floyd out. And that's
yeah. See,
no. You're
this
supposed
this
to
this
get a
this right
Floyd
here.
move.
See, with the breakdown, this is a different kind of. It's a different kind of striking. See, you're fighting somebody who's a precision striker in Floyd versus these guys. They're not precision strikers. You got guys that are rushing at you, throwing a bunch of wild punches where you can see that, you can time that, but you're in the ring, a boxing ring with a master class boxer that they don't do that. They're feinting, they're changing position, they're hitting you at angles. I think Conor McGregor, though, to be honest, I think he learned a lot from fighting Floyd Mayweather because I think that he's actually going to use that to deal with some of the pressure. He's going to use that to deal with some of that pressure that Khabib's going to try to do. And he's going to hit him. I'm telling you, Khabib, he's wide open. He's wide open for somebody to just throw a punch.
Absolutely.
He's wide open for somebody to throw a punch right down the pipe. See, the problem with Khabib is that people will hit him, but they don't have respectable power. So he's looking at them and he's walking through it. Now I want you to think how demoralizing that'll be. You get somebody, you hit him as hard as you can, and he look at you, and then he starts saying, just give up. I mean, this is not what you want to do anymore. Just give up. And that's what he's saying to these guys when they're in the ring. He's saying this to them, and but Conor hit him. It's gonna be like a freight train. The guy can hit. See, inside of a boxing ring, he's null and void because you got Floyd Mayweather that can neutralize your power. He can do that. But inside of the octagon, Conor McGregor hits like a freight train, and I'm telling you, that boy Khabib gonna get dropped for the first time. He's gonna get dropped.
Well, like I said, I'm put this. Like you said, Coach, you said before about Valentina. Those rushes are tough. Most of those for people from those that part of the world, the Eastern, Eastern European, like the Russians, the Romanians, the Croatians, the
Yeah, but Valentina's a striker. I mean, she's a master counterpuncher. She's a master striker. Khabib is a different type of animal, isn't he? He's a wrestler. He's not really built for defending against striking and things like that. So it's two different things.
The guy that's going to beat Khabib is going to be somebody with a
Coach,
massive amount of power, and it's a guy that's going to be able to pump a jab. I'm telling you, he's going to lose to that type fighter. That's what's going to happen. He's going to
Now,
lose.
for somebody who's strictly, wrestles, Khabib, that's amazing that he's gone 26-0 for strictly being a wrestler. I will have to give him props on that.
That's extremely good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's cherry. He has
yeah.
managed to cherry pick that thing. I really can't give him too much respect on his on his record. It's just too. It's just not enough. Okay, think about this. The lightweight division is stacked, absolutely stacked. You think about a fighter like Justin Gaethje. You think about a fighter like James Vick. These people have had to go through and fight the toughest of the tough in the UFC. Tell me, Khabib has not. Khabib has not fought the toughest of the tough. The only person, that I liked, that I thought was a great fighter was Edson Barbosa and RDA. That's 2 fights. Think about who Conor McGregor fought. Conor McGregor fought everybody on the way up. He fought number 9, number 8, number 6, number 3, he went up, and like Khabib, to be honest, this is going to be his stiffest competition. Absolute stiffest competition to date.
That boy going to sleep.
There we go. Preach.
Can I ask a question to the panel? Can I ask a question to the panel?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask the question after, I'm sure you all saw Joanna Jędrzejczyk's post-fight interview.
Bojangles, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was just going to ignore it. Oh, gosh.
Just give the microphone. He just gave.
She does raise one valid point.
Let him go. Let him go.
Hold on. Yeah.
She does raise one valid point, and the valid point is that she has beaten all of the people in top 10 except Thug Rose. So, if Thug Rose doesn't give her a title shot, and you was Bojanglechek's manager, what would be the next? What would be the next road for Joanna?
Move up to flyweight.
I'm sorry, he called him Bojanglechek. That was funny.
I think she should move up to flyweight because honestly, Bojanglechek, she hasn't. I got nothing against the strawweights, but Bojanglechek needs to fight. Needs to stop being a weight bully, and I want to see her fight. I really want to see her challenge herself against these girls that are in the flyweight division because I'm pretty sure she's gonna have a tough time at flyweight because those girls will give her a run for her money. I don't know. I want to see her challenge herself. I don't feel like she's doing herself justice by, fighting.
She said she's staying at strawweight though.
Yeah.
Well, we know why she's staying at strawweight.
The way that Joanna is talking.
Go ahead, Jay. And whoever.
Yeah. The way that Joanna is talking right now, I actually want to see her stay at strawweight. I want to see her stay with strawweight. That post-fight interview, I felt like I was listening to like one of these coke drug lords talking about getting their territory back. I was like, Joanna is an absolute character, and I'm loving it. At the moment, I'm loving it. She basically said that Rose Namajunas is not injured. She's ducking. She said that she's still the queen of the strawweight, and everybody better bow down.
Even after Bojangles got her ass whooped twice. She got knocked out the first dang on time. Then she got her ass whooped the second time.
Rose beat her 10 times, and she would still think she won.
She would, yes. But the thing is, Joanna Jędrzejczyk, you have there's something about JJ that I do have to respect. Now, I thought that I feel like, look, if I could talk crap for JJ, right? I mean, if I could talk crap for Rose Namajunas right now, I would say, listen, little girl, you were beat. Okay, Everything that you say about me at this moment right now, we're not listening to it. We're not talking about you over here. We're on the bigger and better things. I've taken your sponsors. I'm taking your sponsors and your belt. Because if you notice in that post-fight interview, she pulled her body armor drink that was sitting in front of her before she sat there. She pulled it away and she covered it up. And then after her fight, actually, she said, I want to thank all of my sponsors, but she didn't say body armor. She has lost sponsors over this, and it is hurting her. She is feeling the pain in the pocket.
Nobody likes
okay?
a loser. Okay, nobody likes a delusional loser. Okay,
She's
Bojangle
just,
check.
I'm sorry, she's just
Bo-
a disrespectful person.
You know,
I get that she's talking, talking a big game, but it's like I don't know. It's going a little.
see,
It's going far, but the thing is, like JJ, if she wants to stay down there, I want to see her stay down there because there are people. For instance, she needs to fight Jessica Andrade again. If she want to stay down there, go ahead and fight Jessica again, and then go ahead and fight Rose again. These are two. Like Jessica should have beaten her. Jessica had a stupid game plan. I think she'll beat her the next time, and then Rose. You don't think so? I think Jessica would beat her the next time.
Nah, Jessica ain't beating her. Look. Jessica
so one-sided.
Jessica is another version. Look, Tisha Torres, Jessica Andrade, same person. Just about. One is small, one is big. I said Bojangle check. I said Bojangle check was gonna stick the jab out there. And what did she do to Tisha? I mean, hell, she jabbed Tisha's little ass to death. And Tisha was trying to get around. Tisha couldn't get up in there good, and pop. Every time Tisha tried to come in, popping her, sticking that jab. But I'm gonna tell you though, here's my whole thing with the whole Bojangle check thing. Then, it's a good and a bad. Okay, I can't stand her. I look at her getting knocked out the first time at least once a week. I know I do, and I laugh about it because it's the damnedest thing I ever seen. Okay, I said in the keys of victory, I said, listen, if I'm Tisha Torres, I would turn southpaw because Bojangle check will not be able to check and defend the left hand. She can't do it. She cannot do it. It's almost impossible for Bojangle check to get that done. And when Tisha Torres actually hit Bojangle check at the end of round 2 with the left hand, she was successful. She staggered Bojangle check. So I know that for a fact. Now, it was good that Bojangle check won because she's actually going to call people out. My issue with women's MMA as a whole is that you got about a handful of fighters that will literally go in there and call somebody out. That's Juliana Pena, Bojangle check will do it, Chris Cyborg will do it. Okay, those are the 3 that I know that are very vocal about it. Like, listen, this is who I want to fight next. Okay, Valentina did it once when she said I want to fight Nunes, and she did it twice. No, then she said I want Nicco. But the rest of these girls, well, I'll just fight who they put in front of me. No, like who the hell do you want to fight? Like, damn, do you want to be the champion one day? Like, what? I mean, damn. Well, tell us who the hell do you want to fight? Don't sit back and tell me I'll fight anybody put in front of you. So I guess if they put a Pissacerus in your face, I mean, are you gonna fight his ass too? I mean, come on. So Joanna is actually good for MMA in that division because she's gonna call out the person. And see, she's going to be intriguing because now we're like, oh, okay. Well, what is Joanna going to say next? She's not going to get those. She's not going to get that title shot no time soon. Okay, I think Andrade has done enough to get a title shot. And I'm predicting that Andrade and Rose, if Andrade is successful against Carolina, which I suspect, because she's going to take Carolina's little skinny ass and throw her around that octagon. And I done already told people that this going to happen. But you got these damn Kovacevic fans that is running around here. Man, you just don't like Carolina because she Polish. But I got 13 videos where I'm hyping up Carolina Kovacevic. These people are tripped. She's gonna get destroyed. Okay? She's going in there. She's gonna get destroyed. Trust me. Carolina getting destroyed.
That's a good fight. Bojangle check against Kovacevic again, rematch.
Yeah,
maybe.
Kovacevic had a chance. I mean, she had Joanna hurt, but she did a bad job of finishing. She allowed Bojangle check.
Horrible job of finishing.
Hey, Coach. Let me go in right quick. For years, Coach has been coming on here and saying, "Look, I don't like Bojangle check. I think she's a racist. She's a bigot. And she attacks people. Years he's been saying that. But hey, I respect the girl. If she comes out here and she calls people out. And it's crazy. It's some of these fighters and like, yeah, you know, maybe no, call him out now. Do you want the belt or not? Do you want the belt or not? So it's refreshing to see somebody like Juliana Pena. She gets it. Pena, she gets it. You know, she comes on this channel. She knows it's where the hardcore just fans are. She knows that this, if you go to this microcosm, this is where, you know, these fighters are trending. These are the big events. These are the big fights. She gets it. A few fighters get it. Katzin, what's her name? Chris Cyborg, Valentina Shevchenko might not have the best English, but man, they can talk them some PG-13. I'll tell you right now, but they can talk them some stuff, because when you call them out, it is something personal. So that's what I like about Bojanglechek. I like that about her, and she's very skilled. You know what I'm saying? But she's not in the position now to fight no what's her name? Rose Namajunas. Bojanglechek need to sit her little butt down. She need to fight Gadella or Esparza. She does not deserve that at this point. She needs to go back and wait her turn.
Well,
we said from the beginning. One more thing, Jordan. And we've been saying, let's not change the narrative. We said she's gonna kick Tisha Torres 5-1 butt around the ring. She's tough. I like her style. I like her viciousness, but she doesn't have enough physically. And then she comes in trying to fight on the outside and gets touched up. So all of a sudden, deserves a title shot? No.
The only
Keep
way
your butt down, fight Esparza or Gadella.
The only way to beat Bojanglechek is you have to try to beat her at her own game. And that's what Rose is able to do. She beat her at her own game.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I feel like JJ has a couple of ways to be finished, but Rose just had the more spectacular way. But Joanna and Jacek, just like Africa just said, Joanna has no power. I mean, that's basically what he's saying. She doesn't have the power. She does not have punching power. Now her kick, we've seen her light up some. Valerie Letourneau's leg was looking like, you know, like two legs in one. She's got the leg kick power, yes, but the punching power is not there, and you have to be able to like literally beat a like you have to be able to have finishing. Right now, women's MMA has moved into a new realm. We're finishing people now. Right. We're getting finishes now, and it's like JJ just has not evolved. I sat there and watched her have the same game plan.
She's a
decisionator. Yeah, coast for the first couple of rounds, and then turn up the heat in the last few rounds. And it's like nobody wants to watch that for real. We want to see either go ahead and brawl it out, or if you're such a great striker, go ahead and strike to where you can precision, like put your fist on someone's chin and make them wobble.
She hasn't got a chin as well. She hasn't got a chin. That's the thing about it as well. I think a lot of the fighters that have fought her before fought afraid, and they didn't, you know, really bite down and actually go for it and go for broke. Because Rose showed that if you land a good one on the chin of your Bojanglechek, she'll go down. And I think that now that people have seen her, you know, knocked out and some of that aura is gone, I think a few of the fighters that, you know, at that division now will be a lot more braver against her, and probably, you know, try and go for broke and go for that chin, because she's not got that punch resistance as well. She can't take a punch.
And things like when we say about like JJ, you know, and Coach, I know you pick on me saying I'm a JJ simp, but she does when she does get against the brother. I just said you clicked out. Yeah. Ain't that a simp, Coach? Ain't that a simp? Ain't that a simp? Ain't that a simp? That's it. No, because you're not drinking. Don't drink. Okay, let's just get off that right there. Let's just get off right there. But anyway, JJ has really put some beatings out to me. Carter Esparza. Look what happened to Jessica Pineda. She was on roids. Look what she did to Valerie Letourneau. Right. I mean, you know, she may not have the punching power, but she has the speed. And sometimes we get enough rev in it and just boom, 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 boom. that's really can stop somebody. I mean, most of her fights, the ones she won and dominated with, were most by stoppages. But yeah, she never really knocked anybody out. And everybody knows that JJ, she's I won't say at the same level of Connor or Ronda, but she still is a star. And I mean, and remember when she took the mic, she said, they should have just gave her the mic, like I said. She said, she turned on to Dana and said, "Happy birthday, boss." She said, "Happy birthday, Dana." I mean, and Dana loves that. He loves when somebody pays him respect.
That
And
big.
that's why it's looked at
I gotta agree with you there. I mean, 100%.
Mhm.
I hate Bojangle Check, but
Yeah.
but she's got the makings to be as big a star as Connor or Ronda, and that's just facts.
Mhm.
And you know why? I'll tell you why. Because if you look at all the massive combat sports stars throughout history, they've always been villains at one point. Muhammad Ali, we all love him now, but back in the day, he
Mhm.
was a villain.
Yeah,
Floyd
people don't like
Mayweather,
him.
he was a villain.
He's still a villain.
And Bojangle Check, I don't know if she's doing it on purpose or if this. I know that no, actually, she's naturally like that, but she could play on this and she could actually be that villain. And we're talking about her now. Is that not just proof enough that she's going to be a star?
I'll tell you what, the UFC needs to hire some of us, especially coach. They need to hire us to promote some of these fights, man, because they don't do a good enough job. I'm like, look, here's storyline. Esparza coming back from a tough loss, man, on the road back to former days. Goes up against Joanna, who's lost the belt, but she's trying to make her way back too. That's a huge storyline. Fight Esparza. Let's see that. And you have a history. You beaten her. Gadella, Suarez, Clash of Titans. You know what I mean? Like they can make these type of fights, but Joanna, no, you in the back of the line, sweetie. I ain't bowing down to you. You ain't no queen.
Yeah,
No.
I've been the first one. I've been the first one to get on her behind. Look here, Bojangle Check. Look here, let me tell you something. Look, hey, pass that microphone back. You ain't done a damn thing, girl. Look, all you did, you came in here, you touched Tisha Torres. That's what you did. That's what you did, Bojangle Check. Okay, but you ain't done nothing. Okay, don't take my microphone. Ain't nobody bound down to you. Hey, how about
Yeah,
this?
Carla.
What are you gonna do
But
now? What are you gonna do? Don't you still got you got problems? Okay. See, you got to wait your turn in line, that Bojangle Check. See, this not gonna happen now. Okay. You got to wait your turn in line, and more than likely, she probably gonna have to deal with a Tatiana Suarez. She probably gonna have to deal with a Jessica Andrade again. Okay, they gonna cross paths again. See, they're not. They gave her another opportunity. They gave her an immediate rematch. They gave it to her. Okay, she still didn't win. Okay, she got a big win against Tisha Torres, number 5. She's gonna be the number 1 contender for a while, but I'm gonna tell you, that fight. Don't nobody really. Nobody's in a rush to see that fight right now, cause everybody know what's
no.
up. We know Rose Namajunas got your number. She know what to do with you. Listen, Joanna, you gonna have to keep winning. You have to buy your time. Joanna probably still 2 or 3 wins away from getting another title shot. Like she gonna have to work again. She's gonna have to work, and she's going to have to put herself back in that position. She got to work, and she got to be. And matter of fact, Joanna gonna have to get busy, man. Like she gotta try to
4
get as
fights
many.
a year.
She's got to fight probably 3 more times. I mean, 2 to 3 more times this year, probably 2 at the maximum. She gonna have to try to get that in order to be even thought about to hey, this is a title shot. And she might have to cross
Oh,
path with Jessica again. She might have to cross path with
I
Kovacevic. I
do
mean, she
think
might have
though.
to. Um,
I feel she should
but it's gonna be
consider flyweight
it's
still.
gonna be a tough road. I think she, because the weight for her is hard. Now, I'm going to tell you, though, this weigh in, she didn't look this drained as she normally looked. Like, she actually
Yeah,
looked
she
like
didn't.
she looked like she was actually ready, ready to go. She didn't like she was holding in. I mean, she looked ripped. She looked much stronger than I've ever seen her look. So, if this version of Bojangle Check comes back, then I think she'll probably give Rose a tougher fight. But see, muscles and strength and all that, all that's great, but you can't do anything if you have a definite hole in your game that you want to address. Number one, she definitely can't deal with the range of Rose. Can't deal with that. And she cannot deal with the southpaw. When Rose Namajunas switches to southpaw, Joanna's completely confused. And you know what? Valentina. When Valentina beat Joanna Bojangle all 3 times in Muay Thai, you know what? Valentina was attacking Joanna's left side. And Valentina make easy work out of Joanna. Easy work. But see, that's
wow.
something that's been in her game for a long time. See, this is not something new. She's been getting attacked by southpaws. Like, look, Karolina Kovacevic almost like finished her, but
Yep.
it was
Yep.
from the left side. So
Yep.
she better get that
Mm,
addressed, or she gonna be going to sleep again.
She might
mm.
have. She
I
might
think.
have.
I think.
She might have eye issues on that left side. That could be a possibility. Because
Oh.
Maybe.
While
I,
she
I don't know.
Oh.
She gets taken down too much. I know that she swears that she has the best defense, but it's not takedown defense. But like I
It's
think you were
pretty good.
saying, like Carla Esparza. I think she would go in there and maybe beat Carla Esparza again. It might be a better fight at least this time. But Tatiana Suarez would definitely beat her, no problem. No, she would finish. She would finish JJ. Period. She would
while
Do
finish
you
her.
guys?
while
I don't
Do you?
know.
Joanna's
I
Do you
don't
training,
guys?
I don't know.
go ahead, Darkness.
I don't know about
know.
that.
I
Do you
think
guys?
I don't
Esparza
know
is a
much
tough
about
fight.
Yeah.
I think
Do you
I
guys?
Esparza.
think yeah,
While
go
she
ahead.
okay, look, this is the thing. While Joanna's doing all this training and stuff, which is good, you need to be big and strong and stuff like that. Rose Namajunas is training classic martial arts. She's training with friggin' sensei, man. The dude knows what he's talking about.
I know
Training
that's
with
my
Yeah.
man.
Shevchenko. The greatest boxer, you look at today, everybody's bigger and stronger and faster and tougher. Well, not tougher, but bigger, stronger, faster. You go back to the classic days of boxing with Joe Louis, who was maybe at the most 215, probably lower, to Joe Frazier. And these are just the 60s and 70s. They started getting bigger then. You go with the 1900s, 1920s, these guys were 200 pounds, 195 pounds, but their skills, their boxing IQ. That's why I joked around calling Rose Namajunas the return of Jersey Joe Walcott. You look up Jersey Joe Walcott, man, that dude
And,
has style. He
and,
comes in with the fake clap to get their opponent off. That's like a karate move, man. Joanna,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Rose Namajunas will tear Joanna's butt up.
I think it's another thing as well. I think it's mentally. I think she's inside Joanna's head. I mean, even at the press conference, you know how like when you say somebody's son, somebody, well, Thug Rose daughtered Joanna when she
Yeah.
said that I ain't even gonna think about you or even contemplate fighting you until you recognize me as the champ, and that got her. And I think psychologically she's took her soul. I think that
Yep.
too much emotions in the fight. So even not just physically but mentally, I think she's beaten her.
Yeah, she took her soul. She definitely took her soul. Joanna said, they kept asking her. So Rose said that she's not going to fight you unless you recognize her. She was like, I'll never do that. I'll never recognize her. She kept saying that, and it's like, this girl's in your head. She's in
Yeah.
your head.
Speak it,
Very
that,
believe it,
weak.
that,
feel it.
Very
and
weak.
that's how I
She's one of
feel.
those people too that she's sitting there, and she probably Joanna one of those people though. I don't think she's like overly depressed. I mean, she'll be upset for a while, and she'll be right back at it trying to get it. She's a go getter, so she's gonna try to come back. But it's I think though, see, her problem is she's hard headed. And I'm pretty sure that somebody in her camp now, if somebody in her camp hadn't recognized that she's got a weakness and that's southpaws, then they definitely need to be fired. Okay, they need to fire every last one of them. Mike Brown, they need to go if they can't really see that this girl has a deficiency. But see, the thing of it is, you got some fighters that they're willing to work on the holes in their game, like Chris. She was willing to bring in, she was willing to bring in Clarissa Shields to get more striking experience, because she knew that she was going to be facing a boxer in Holly Holmes. So she brought in Clarissa Shields, the toughest woman out there in boxing, and they banged. They banged it out. They worked on the weaknesses. But see, Joanna, she's not willing to do that. Like Holly Holm, they're not really willing to do that. Like like Joanna's not going to go into a grapple tournament. She's not going to do that. She's not going to do something like the Eddie Bravo. She's not going to do that because well, how's that gonna look? Hey, I'm Joanna Bojanglecek. I'm a UFC strawweight queen, and I'm finna let some no name, in a grapple tournament, like submit me. No, I'm not gonna do that, and they're not gonna do it because they got a lot of pride. They got this arrogant pride that they don't have to do anything different. They just need somebody to just like just I sugarcoat what they do, or to to just massage them and massage their egos instead of like, look, Joanna, I'm finna put you in here with 1,000 southpaws, and you finna sit in here and you gotta fight. They gonna come at you with everything they got. You're gonna have to see the strikes coming, and you gonna have to figure out to make adjustments. Okay, that's what I would do. That's what a real coach they supposed to do. They're not supposed to blow smoke up your little skinny ass because you think that you are bigger than life. They're not supposed to do that. Okay? No, we're not trying to hit it. No, have that girl in there getting hit by a lot of southpaws, and I guarantee you that that'll correct that problem. She'll see those strikes coming. That's what
See,
they got to do. As a coach, they need to go there. But then she not, and she'll be the one. She won't accept that though. See, because you remember she got knocked out the first time. Y'all remember she got knocked out. This girl blamed
yeah.
everybody else except for the fact, look, you were unprepared. You underestimated
She
Rose
did.
Namajunas, and you got your ass knocked out. That's what
I feel
happened.
like
Hmm.
Mike Brown kind of affects the way Joanna thinks, though, because I mean, he kind of he's told her. I don't know where it was. It was on YouTube somewhere backstage. I think it was after the first fight that she had lost to Rose, and he said something like, "No, you're still the best." Like
Wow,
I feel like he's feeding
wow.
this to her.
I don't tell my
See,
athletes
I
that if
don't
they
know.
lose.
yeah.
I don't tell
And
my
see,
athletes that. Oh, you want me to pat you on the back? What for? What? You
And that's why
lost.
she's stupid. She's stupid because that's he's saying that so she'll stay with him and
uh,
continue training him. And
another
so
Edmund.
so so yeah, and because her ego is being massaged, she's gonna stay with him. And so she's one of those people that she'll stay with the trainer the whole time. I mean, she'll crap on somebody that let her into their home and took care of her for months when she flew over to the United States. She'll do that. You know what I mean? It's funny.
Just like Ronda.
No, go ahead. Yes, sir.
Yeah, exactly. I hope that she does not fall for that game because when she was with that other training camp, when she was still training with her camp from Poland, I don't remember the team, but whatever team she was with, she was aggressive. She was very aggressive. And now that she's with ATT, everything that we thought we were going to see, we're not seeing. Have we seen the teep kick in a while? We have not seen that teep kick in a very long time. And that teep kick was fierce. It was something, it was like highlight reel type stuff. She didn't have to finish her opponent necessarily, but it was aggressive. She has lost an edge. And I agree. I think that ATT camp may not be it for her. I thought she was going to show something against Tisha Torres in terms of being on the ground. Like choke somebody out.
Mm.
Choke somebody out. I mean, is Joanna Jacek not long enough? Is her arms not long enough to sit somebody in a Darce choke like Tony Ferguson, or rear naked choke somebody like Tatiana Suarez? Like she has all of the components. She just needs to get out of that Muay Thai zone, that basic Muay Thai zone,
Mm.
and go ahead and go for the kill. But the thing is, I'm still excited to see her because I feel like she's ready to make that change. I really do. I feel like she's ready, like right on the cusp of making that change. She said she's not leaving strawweight. So if she's not leaving strawweight, look, we're holding her up to the level that strawweight is at now, and she's the one who brought it here. She created this monster, and now it's time to feed the beast. It's
Well,
time to feed the beast. You're either
yeah,
going to get eaten alive,
Mm.
or you're going to go out there and literally get some work in. We don't want to
best
see this pity pot shots no more.
best way to describe the
If you look,
situation with Joanna is like my favorite movie, Dark Knight, where they said that she can either leave as a hero or stay and become the villain.
if if you look at if you compare Joanna with Valentina again, I mean they both came from a similar background, Muay Thai. But if you look at how Valentina evolved in MMA and how much wrinkles and how many different aspects that she has to her game, and you compare it with Joanna, you can see that like if it was a race between the two, Joanna's still running and Valentina's already crossed the line. And that just shows how if you take the sport seriously and you work on all the different aspects of the game and try and build on your weaknesses and things, then you can evolve and you become a more complete fighter and then you do greater things. And I don't know, I think Joanna's a bit long in the tooth to start learning some new stuff. I really think, she has a stage of her career now where it's going to be difficult to teach her new things. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
It's gonna be difficult, and if you don't go in and execute, because I know they were talking about her actually trying to use her grappling, but she didn't. She completely abandoned it and went right into Muay Thai mode, and that's not gonna work. Against because at certain fighters you can jab them to death, but see Jessica Andrade don't cut off the octagon well, so it was okay. But see, you get a Suarez type fighter who gonna cut you off. See that can be problematic. It can be very problematic, especially if you ain't got knockout power. Now, see, the announcers were saying just what I was thinking. Like, yo, Tisha, you need to take a chance. The girl ain't knocking you out. Hell, she ain't knocking nobody out. I mean, what? Joanna only got like what 4 knockouts in like 16 fights. She's not knocking you out, okay? And it's an accumulation. She's never hit nobody with one punch and put them to sleep. It's an accumulation knockout, meaning that those are all TKOs. She not knocking you out. Roll on up in there, get on up in her face, and start getting dirty. You know, you got to be dirty and rough with Joanna. Like Rose, Rose was like, Rose was willing to stand and actually wait and be patient. And Rose was willing to get in there, and she was gonna be dirty. Like you're not gonna win a clean fight versus a very skilled striker in Bojang. You're just not gonna do it. So but I know it's getting a little late because I wanted to go ahead and talk about Nunes and Cyborg and okay,
We
this
can talk
whole
about
deal.
it.
I wanted to get in and really get into it because so it's real confusing. Okay, it's extremely confusing, everybody, because see, okay, so first, and I just want to kind of put this in people's mind. I'm gonna start it out. Okay, so Chris Cyborg, she came out and she said, "Hey, you know what? I'm all prepared to fight Amanda Nunes on, UFC 228. I'm prepared." And then Amanda, they follow back up, and it's on the screen that okay, well, we signed the contract. Okay, we got the contract, and we're gonna fight at UFC 232. Now, my question is, and nobody's asked this question, what would give Cyborg the impression, okay, that she was going to accept the fight for September, but then Amanda accepted a fight for December. So that would mean that they both got a contract for September, right? If Chris accepted a contract and said I'll do it, and Amanda said no, that would mean they both had to get a contract. So my thing is okay. So that clearly debunks this whole thing that Amanda Nunes didn't have the opportunity to fight. She did have the opportunity to fight, but to me it appears that this fight was turned down yet again by Amanda Nunes. And shout out to my man, the Body Snatcher, boxing and MMA, in the super chat, super chat, super chat, super chat. Okay, so I'm gonna start it off there, and then I'll just add in after you guys are done. All right, who feels really good about taking it?
Um, like I said, it somehow either told Chris that hey, possibly if you're not gonna fight Nunez here, we can use some of this to fight, and then you get ready for Nunez in December. That could be a possibility, but we don't know. Like whatever Dana White said to her, or whatever deal he made with her, so convince her to take the fight in December instead of taking the fight in September. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, Chris, she doesn't like sitting too long, got nothing to do. She got to make her money. Whatever money she makes from other stuff is keep her going. And she knows, and she likes to fight. And and the opportunity comes if they got somebody waiting in the wing for her in September to keep her busy while she waits for Nunez to heal or gain muscle mass. That's a possibility. But if she says, "Well, she can sit and I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna rather wait this and wait for the 232," then that's a that's up to her. But Nunez need to go ahead, and she should have went ahead to the fight in September because this would be the big money fight. In the summer, more people are out and about. They're going to travel to see the fights. In December, that's gonna be mostly people be at home. They don't really want to travel too much, and there'll be too much stuff going on that year. That anybody's gonna want to buy a pay per view, even if you do put the right fighters on the card.
Mm.
I never thought
Well,
about it like
December
that.
is the biggest fight of the year. December card is always the biggest fight of the year. So I I I don't understand. Like, it's not about money. It's not. Sometimes it's like Amanda Nunes has really been on a lot of big cards. When you think about it, she's been on all the big cards. Think about the last big cards. Nate Diaz.
Mm,
Yeah, Nate Diaz versus Conor McGregor. She was on that card. UFC 200. She was on that card. Then she got the Ronda Rousey. She's been on the big cards. Now it's time for her to make a name for herself. It is. It's not about money. Sometimes it's about legacy. And I hate that Amanda Nunes is ignoring that. It's not about money all the time. And that's the thing that she's telling us. She's like, I'm hurt and we need time to build the fight. We're not about that build fight game right here in MMA. This is not boxing. We're gonna build the fight. The fans are gonna build the fight. Chris Cyborg is gonna build the fight. And Amanda Nunes, you are supposed to build the fight. That's what's going on. It's like she's just, I don't know who she wants to build the fight, but maybe she was discouraged in these last 2 fights with Valentina and Rocky Pennington. But that should have just showed her, look, you need to build your own fight. You need to be doing a little bit more in front of the camera work instead of behind the scenes. I know she's doing a lot of behind the scenes work for women and for women's MMA, and I appreciate all of that. But this whole thing about building fights, don't play the fans. Don't play the fans, because we're not going to be sitting around being excited for you.
And remember, originally she supposed to fight Valentina at September the first time, but because the Sun Science thing, they moved to October, and I think she feels like September. Most athletes have superstitions, and I think if she has superstitions about September, maybe that's the reason why
she better go to church or something.
You see,
get them damn superstitions out of there, because she's superstitious. They finna get her ass whooped. That's what she finna get.
I didn't know about the two. I didn't think about the 2 Septembers, but if she is scared about the whatever mojo she got going on, she does need to go to church. We all say that here in America. If you're scared, go to church. Okay.
You see,
Amanda just lost me.
You guys are Americans, so you won't understand. So I'm going to break it down for you UK style. What it was is that Amanda Nunes, she took a secret trip. She took a secret trip to London, and then she visited a very famous library there. And when she went into the library, she picked up a book, and it's called The Eddie Hearn's School of Ducking.
Oh my God. Eddie Hearn and his Don Johnson looking ass.
See the blueprint was there, and the September thing. It's just like the September thing that Eddie Hearn. If you look at it, it's exactly the same. The September thing for the Deontay Wilder fight. So what's happening now is that she's gonna wait out until December, and then she's gonna have a mysterious injury, and then she's gonna pull out of the fight again. And then we're gonna make another date in April the 13th or something like that.
I think
And then she'll just book a fight with somebody else. So Chris Cyborg is hanging out with Wilder, and Amanda Nunes is hanging out with Joshua. Man, come on.
It's gonna be a Holly Holm It's gonna be a Holly Holm versus Amanda Nunes for the title again.
No one wants to see that. No one wants to see that. I would go ahead and just, everybody wants to see Cyborg and because it's the money fight. People want to see. They want to see get pieced up. And she might as well go ahead and take the whooping and get paid. You got enough. You whatever. It's kind of like with you make enough. After pay-per-view buys, after if you get fight of the night, whatever else, you make enough. You can take. You and can go fly off and get married or whatever, and have your kid, John Jones.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna serve up that crow real nice when Amanda Nunes beats Cyborg in December. I'm gonna put some.
We may never see her again after she gets that payday. I mean,
she like
got all that money. She was eating, partying.
You probably get that money from the Mayweather fight.
You probably might want to keep that crow raw, man, to put it over Amanda's eyes and her chin and her face when she get her ass whooped. Okay.
There we go.
That's what you gotta do.
Coach and guitar and George and everybody. I'm gonna put some extra seasoning on that. When Amanda Nunes wins that fight and gets that arm ring.
Oh God. Remember that old song, a Chris Williams song. Man, that's what they're doing right. That's what Nunes been doing. They're dreaming. I mean, it's not gonna happen.
Oh no, it's one of ours now. She's one of ours, so I'm going to ride with Amanda in that fight. We've got to keep it interesting, don't we? If we all say that Cyborg's going to win, it's gonna be boring. So I'm going to be the person that says that Amanda Nunes wins this fight, and then you can all at me when she loses.
No, we're gonna put you back the truth and tell you that. Sorry, man, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. She's gonna be like, gonna get pieced up. She's gonna be looking like something out of. We used to kids used to play what was that game? Killer Instinct, and then and Cyber be throwing like 50-50 combos. We call combo breaker. I mean, she goes fall like a wet sack of rags.
You need somebody to direct, all that rubbing it in when Cyborg wins. So I will be that person. I will carry that burden, and I'm going to say Amanda Nunes by knockout.
Oh.
If she brings a chair in like out of WCW, WWE, that's the only knockout she can get. Or she wraps her
Amanda Nunes going to sleep,
with
man. She
chains.
tailor-made. She going to get one of them straight right hands down the pipe. And I'm telling you, as soon as Amanda back up, it's over. Because Amanda not Holly. Holly can fight off her back foot.
She don't
Amanda
take
Nunes,
damage very well.
yeah, Amanda Nunes can't fight off her back foot good. She can't do it.
No.
She just can't do it. Cyborg going in there, she going to destroy Amanda. Okay, she going to make Amanda bow down. Well, she going to bow down anyway because she going to be slumped over after she get that right hand. Then Amanda, then you going to have Nina Ansaroff. Okay, see, look, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Okay, Amanda will get through round one, okay? Now, her face, her nose going to be jacked up. Now, she going to look. This is what she going to do. She going to look over to the left. She going to see Nina. And she going to be like, you B. You were the one that talked me into this. Okay, you got me in this. And then, as Mike Brown, wiping the blood off her nose, she gonna look over to the right. She gonna see Dana White. She gonna say, "You crusty, rusty, whisker, biscuit, bald-headed bastard. You the one that signed me up for this." And then, as soon as she walk in around two, she gonna get knocked smooth up. PG-13 channel out. She getting knocked out.
Yeah.
She's gonna get knocked out.
Yeah, she's getting knocked out.
I see it sitting on the stool like Rocky Balboa, Rocky One said, cut me out of this ring. I can't take it anymore. Cut me out.
Okay, I'm going to give you a counter narrative then.
I want to see that more than anything. Amanda go back to her corner and say, "I'm done."
Yeah, do like what happened to Raquel. That's why they don't call her Rocky anymore.
Amanda's going to go in that octagon. And then round one, I think, it's going to be feeding each other out. And then round two, I think Amanda's going to find her range. I'm going to start popping the Cyborg. And then and she's going to try and take it to the ground. And then that's where Amanda submits her. And that's what I think. And then at the end, Joe Rogan will come into the ring and he'll go, "Amanda, you just beat the woman that nobody could beat. How did you do it?" And Eddie Hearn will be standing there right behind us, smiling like that.
Hospital
and then
from a coma.
And Cindy Dandois will have on a fairy costume, sprinkle fairy dust, and wake Amanda Nunes the hell up because Amanda Nunes is losing that fight. Amanda Nunes is gonna be slept out. She gonna be stretched out over, and she gonna say, "Oh, on top of the rainbow," and then as she getting knocked off the rainbow. Okay, Amanda Nunes is food. Amanda Nunes is gonna get eaten. Amanda Nunes is gonna get. And look, she getting fed to the wolf. And Amanda, if you listen to this live stream, you probably are. You and Nina Ansaroff. There, you don't like it. You don't like it. You sit down and listen to it because your girlfriend is about to get her ass whooped, and that's just how it is.
You'll see that 145 belt. She'll lift it up above her head, and then she'll be like, "Yo, Nina, we did it!"
No. She gonna
see the truth. I'm gonna give you a little.
You're gonna wake up from that.
I'm gonna give you truth. I'm gonna give you a quick little animal study. In the wild, reason why these two animals are in separate areas because one is powerful. A tiger can beat a female tiger can beat a male lion. That's why they're separate parts of the world. A tiger is stronger than a lion. Cyborg is a tiger. Nunes is a lion. She will, and I'm telling you, Cyborg is a true tiger. She is stronger than that lion. She's gonna eat her alive.
You know what's
that is in. That's true. A tiger can't be a lion. A female tiger can be a male lion.
Nunes gonna hit the ground. She gonna start like shaking on the ground, like spazzing out. Pop up. She gonna look like she just got tased to death. Like what the hell, man? Amanda, man.
She has a case of has like epilepsy. Said I didn't know I had epilepsy. I could not like I need the and he say Amanda and boom 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 boom.
Yeah, man. Amanda Nunes going to sleep, man. Just good. Listen, man. Listen. Just go ahead and just prepare yourself, okay? Hey, it looks like we'll wait till December. We got to wait because
we'll wait till December.
Yeah, we gotta wait till December because this coward ain't gonna fight on September the 8th. And then come December, you know what? She might come up with something. Like she might have some yellow on her teeth, and I can't get the yellow off my teeth, so I got to go to the dentist.
You got yellow on her back.
And I gotta miss the fight because of this. Or she might say, hey, I pulled a toenail off, and I definitely can't fight Cyborg because of that. So the fight will get postponed to I don't know, 2021. Something like that. That's when this fight.
Sound like Keith Thurman.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But y'all,
female version of Thurman.
But guys, I know y'all can hear the outro music. So guys, really quick closing thoughts. We've been on here for 2 hours and 30 minutes, a long time. I'm just talking, so I didn't think it was so long, but I'm having fun. But it's got to close out, guys. All right, so we will end. Okay, this time we'll start with the gentleman first, and then we will end with the ladies. Okay. All right, General Africa, your closing thoughts.
Man, hey, it's been lit today, man. Shout out to everybody that came through, man. All our family. It's great talking with you guys. I love it, guys and girls, man. I love it. And everybody in the chat too. But Nunes is a fraud. She's a fraud. It is what it is. She's like Anthony Joshua. All the comparisons are true. She comes out talk about fake news and stuff. Nina, shut up. Shut up, Nina Azaroff. Unless you're her promoter, I don't want you saying nothing. Because y'all both coming out contradicting yourselves and you're really starting to get annoying. All right, so just quit it. You know what I'm saying? Quit putting those costumes on the dogs, whatever it was. They don't like that. Leave them alone. And, but yeah, man, Nunes is a fraud, man. That's it. I'm out.
Okay, the legendary George Page.
Let's see. Let's just start from here. Okay. Catelyn Vieira, you're getting screwed. You should be fighting Holly Holmes and then fighting Nunes for the title after she gets turned to raw meat against Amanda Nunes, against Cyborg. Let's go like this. Nina Azaroff, go back and you should go in the same hole with GDR and Nicco's been hiding. We don't need it. Congratulations on beating Randa Marcos. Congratulations. I was wishing you got yourself knocked out. With the whole thing, with this whole thing what's going on now with women's MMA, they need the support. And Dana White need to get off his whisker biscuit ass. He needs to start taking girls up in the jet and making deals and bringing them back down, and they got crust on their face. I mean,
no, no.
Just give these women a chance.
PG-13.
All right,
oh,
just give these women a chance, Dana. I mean, stop, and make the fights for the fans. The people really want to see these fights. It should be Tatiana Suarez against Felice Herring instead of Carla Esparza. It should be Kat Zingano against Tanya Evinger. It should be Holly Holmes against GDR2. Something like that. Some people really want to see. Not these soft, tough, easy fights. Joanna should be fighting AK or maybe Jessica Andrade. But she fought Tisha, who already got pieced up by Jessica Andrade. It's just not fair. But we know who we're dealing with. We're dealing with the devil. And that's it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh man. Okay. Little R-rated there. We gotta keep it semi-clean because some of the youngsters they watching. So just keep it in mind. But see, they smart. So. Okay, all right, but good closing thought. Okay, my man, the truth.
I just first of all I'd like to thank yourself, coach, because you know your forum's always open, and you allow fans to have their say as well, and you know that's really really big of you, and I'm just really glad that your channel is growing. You're getting the interviews with the fighters, and your channel is just blowing up everywhere, and you're known as a great advocate of women's MMA. So really proud of everything that you do there, coach. And I'd like to thank everybody that was in the panel today. It was absolutely lit. It was so fun. It's just like speaking with lifelong friends. It's just so comfortable and everything. And it's just brilliant. And in terms of the fighters as well, I think, like George said, Caitlin Vieira is getting screwed, but she needs to speak up. I think Joanna Bojanglechek, she's got to wait her turn as well. And Thug Rose definitely daughtered her at the press conference. And finally, I'm going to make a donation to charity, and I'm going to make this even more interesting. If Amanda Nunes loses the fight against Chris Cyborg, I will donate money to a charity of your choice, coach. How's that for you? just to make it interesting. And thank you.
You got some real money, coach. You got some real money.
Oh, I know you do. Even in the UK, they rich over there. To a fighter of my. How about to a fighter of my choice that's like really doing horrible?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, all right, okay, got it.
I'll donate $100 to that person.
Okay, yeah.
How much that in pounds?
That's like 95 pounds, like 91 pounds.
It's about 80 pounds.
Okay.
Gonna hold you to that.
Okay.
No. You got witnesses. You got witnesses, coach. You got witnesses.
Nah, he's an honorable guy, man. He's an honorable guy.
Yeah, I'll put it in the super chat.
Okay. No worries. Cool. Yeah. No worries. And I already got the fighter because she was asking me like just the other day, hey coach, you still do that donation for the fighters? Watch the channel. I said, yeah, we do it. We do it at the end of every month. So it's just how it is, man. They hurting. They some fighters they need gas money, groceries.
Yeah, of
$50,
course.
$60,
yeah,
man.
that's like
I know Amanda's ass is gonna get kicked, but if it's going to a worthy cause, I'm fine with it.
But you have symbols.
No problem. Okay, and I'll go because I want the ladies to finish it off for us. And Stamina MC, look, he's a UK guy too. He put it in there. 76 pounds. Okay, he had to correct us all. Wow. Stamina MC is the man. Okay, he's the man. Okay, my closing thoughts is, I just want to say that I think Nicco is, she's taking this fight extremely serious, and she's been doing, a lot of hard training. I still, Valentina got holes in her games, but I just don't know if Nicco is that skillful enough to exploit those holes. Like, she's not on the level of Amanda Nunes. She's not there. Nunes was able to exploit the holes that she found in Valentina's game, which is very few. And I hope that Nicco, comes prepared. I want it to be a good fight. I think Valentina is going to win the fight. I think she's going to dominate the fight. And as far as Amanda Nunes is going, it's my last talking point. God almighty, man. It's like there's only so much you can do. It's only so much you can really do, to try to deceive the fans. I mean, you can't. Hold on. Wait a minute. It's somebody echoing like crazy. But it's so much deceiving that you can do. You can't keep doing that. And you can't deceive the fans and say you're gonna fight on one day. And Chris Cyborg didn't get that out of thin air. They gave you a contract. You turned it down. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if anybody, you hating. No, that's a fact. It's not an emotion. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. Amanda Nunes has turned this fight down for the third time, and now she's gonna fight her in December. Supposedly, but I don't know. Will Amanda Nunes make it to December? And that's my really thought. That's my closing thought. It's not a question. It's just a thought. Okay, so we'll start off. Okay, all right, Guitar Babe, your closing thoughts.
Let's see. Ioane and Jacek. She's absolutely just I think Rose is in her head. You know, since she's lost to Rose, she just can't seem to get over it. And unfortunately, I don't see her beating Rose until she can actually accept the fact that she's lost and, you know, just go back to the drawing board. The way that she's acting right now, this is not going to help her. This isn't helping her at all. And I don't know. It's just, you know, the way she's behaving is not how I feel a champion should be behaving. She calls herself the champ, but I don't feel that champions behave like that. You know, it's just, and she's a very disrespectful person. Like, I lost all my respect. I never really liked her, but the final straw for me was when she talked about Rose's mental status, and like that right there, like that's crossing the line. Because, you know, like for me personally, that hits hard on me because I have major depressive disorder, and so for her to do that, talk about her mental status, hit me really hard here. So I mean, I can't respect her at all. Ketlin Vieira, Tanya Evinger, that fight is odd to me. I feel like this fight was made to snub Ketlin from fighting for the title. You know, it's not right. She should be fighting for the title. Cyborg Nunes, I'm just gonna keep it simple. Nunes is going to sleep. That's all there is to it. She's gonna go to sleep and wake up the next day wondering what the heck just happened.
I'm the lioness.
And who else was there? I'm trying to think who else. If there was, Nicco and Valentina. Yeah, I mean, I'm not completely counting out Nicco, but you know, I just feel like Valentina's gonna win this fight. You know, Valentina is just too skilled and just too experienced to lose to somebody like a Nicco Montano. So, I mean, Nicco, she's got heart. You know, she's definitely gonna bring her heart and soul into it, but I just don't think it's gonna be enough. I just don't think she's gonna have enough to beat Valentina. And I was really put off by the fact that she felt that Valentina disrespects her fighting skills, and I disagree with that because Valentina never overlooks any of her opponents. She's always gone into a fight believing that this is going to be the hardest fight of her life. And if Nicco really truly thinks that she's underestimating her skills, then she's definitely going to lose this fight. But yeah, it's my closing thoughts on the fight, and I really enjoy coming on here. You know, it's like family, it's comfortable, you know, it's, you know, I feel like I can talk to you guys about anything, you know, it's just, it's like family, and that's what I like. So, and Coach is legit. He's legit one of the nicest people I've ever met. You know, he really is as advertised.
That's really nice. Yeah, that's nice. You know, I mean, I appreciate the warm.
You gonna cry in the car?
Nah, I appreciate the warm words. That's really warm. I'm just glad to be able to talk with y'all. You know, it's fun. So I appreciate you, and thank you for, you know, trusting me and having confidence. So yeah, and finally, you know, MMA channel, MMA with Jay, special guest, because man, it's a rarity that I can get her on here. So closing thoughts.
Yep, closing thoughts. Thank you so much, Coach, for having me on the stream. It's been a blast. It really is. Thank you for introducing me to your MMA community. You know, you guys are so knowledgeable about the fights and everything, so it's cool to be on here. I'm just gonna say, look, shout out to Jose Aldo, killer body shots. You know, we got to see those veteran killer body shots, and gosh, JJ, Yawani and J Check, look, I appreciate the aggression on that microphone. I'm enjoying watching her road back to like sanity. It's been interesting, but I would just say draw a line. You got to draw a line at some point. Bring the aggression back in the octagon. We'd love to see it. And then I'm looking forward to UFC 228. I'm looking forward to it. I know Amanda was scared of it, but I'm not. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully I can be back on the stream for, some of your pre-fight, pre-UFC 228 streams or something that you may have, Coach. So, it's just been a blast being on here. And then also, what can I say? To General Africa, to George Page, to The Truth, Guitar Babe, and then to you, Coach. I hope I haven't forgotten anybody who was on the panel, but I've enjoyed really just kind of chit-chatting with you guys and chatting it up about the fights and all of the little details that MMA fans love. So thanks, guys.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
It was great.
Appreciate it.
Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure.
It's been a blast having all y'all in the comment section. Thank you to Keith Brown, Rugby Queen earlier. Somebody, Keith Brown did. Gordon Frazier. Thank you for the super chats. Okay, we know where that goes. Tay Brown in the comment thread. Another guy, Anthony Newland. Just saw you, man. Stamina MC. All right, the legendary. Okay, no, I'm sorry. The data and statistician, Dennis Espinoza.
Lord Merlin.
TC Johnson. Yeah, guys. So it's been fun. FOG Boxing Talk. Thank you for coming in. So yeah, anytime you want to come in, we doing a stream. Hey. Yeah, it's for everybody. We come in and get it in, guys. But thank y'all for joining. Oh, and by the way, go subscribe to General Africa makes videos. George makes videos now. Channel MMA with Jay. Go subscribe to that channel. She's putting in a lot of work. And it's hard when you're trying to start from just like 0 subs and you're working your way up because your videos are not like in the stream, in the YouTube stream. But guys, go thumb up the video. Even if it's a topic you don't want to hear talk about, just thumb it up. Even if it's something that George, you don't like, just thumb it up. I do that. Rugby Queen, she's got like some videos out there now, So go subscribe to Rugby Queen. General Africa, go subscribe to the man General Africa. The man is very, very deep thinker. Oh, and we're starting a channel called Conscious and Awoke. General Africa, he's kind of helping spearhead that, and we're going to talk about a lot of other stuff outside of MMA that I know that the MMA community probably wouldn't appreciate, but I think some of you would appreciate. That's going to roll with us over there. So that's what it is.
Most definitely. We've been getting a lot of people, especially through your comment section, Coach, asking about, I like these videos, these other type of videos, and me and just Coach talked about it in the background, and I think that'd be a good thing. So yeah, look out for that. I'm gonna start that up in the next few days, and we're gonna get that going.
Okay, guys. Until the next one, guys. Thank you. It was a full panel. It was great, and guys, definitely y'all welcome anytime. Yeah, please. And you ain't gonna offend me. If you want to come on. Let's go. All right. But on behalf of the panel and everybody in the comment section, this is your boy Coach Shotton. So I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe to the best women's MMA platform on YouTube.